400. What?
Sorry, I made a
What?
terrible joke. Go on.
Wow. No talking in my class, sir. I have about 475 hours total on tanks. Mainly Rhine. Recently picked up Winston more. I'm doing more Orisa on certain maps. It's all about picking the right tank for the right situation and your team comp. For this map, I actually do like to run Winston, just because it's such a vertical map. Like, if you walk in here, you can, leap up, take a high ground on them. This is a good move to do to bring, like, a Mercy up here. If you can place her up here, once you secure the point, it's a really good spot for her. Typically, you want to try and take the high ground when you start the map, so usually we run a lot of dive. So we'll get Genji, me, D.Va, and depending on the healer, if it's a Mercy, they can fly up here. We'll try and take here, we'll assess the situation. And you can peek right here. This is a good spot for DPS. Look straight down in. I'll take pot shots as Widow here all day. When you're getting in to a fight, big thing for Winston, make sure your melee is on your right click. Like, you don't use it at all for Winston. It's very good to do because when you leap, what you want to do is try and melee before you land. Because when you land, it'll be an animation cancel, but you'll still get the damage for the melee, and then your splash for the leap. Also, it's good to do against, like, divas. See, if you have armor, you want to alternate Tesla and punching, because you end up doing more damage output. Divas are all armor.
Hold on, I'm gonna restart this real quick so that people can play Winston. I'm gonna remove hero limit so you can play Winston so you can get a feel for what he's showing or whatnot.
Yeah.
Whether
Also,
or not we end up on the same map, I don't know because I literally don't know how this works. I'm gonna hope.
Viva, if you could put yourself on the other team.
Alright.
I don't know if that requires a restart, does it?
It does, but it's okay. Actually, no, it doesn't.
No? Okay.
Kick Faz off the team real quick. Alright.
No, I want Faz over there too. Well, no, I want... Shit. Okay, well this is gonna be...
You want me to have more health?
No, not really.
Okay.
I'm trying to have 2 people over there so I can see, but it's gonna be tough.
I think I'm spectating right now, maybe?
No, when I...
Walrus is?
On red team.
Walrus is gone. Walrus is back.
Faz, is it letting you pick a hero?
No.
Stupid.
They just have weird glowy stuff on there.
Okay. They need to fix their custom game
Welcome
browser.
to Oasis.
Oh man, that piece of pork was petrified.
There we go. That's better.
Sick. Alright, me and Morris are on the other team.
So what we'll do, let's just go over to their spawn, so this way they can get their health back. And we'll talk about settings real quick, too. We'll start with that.
Morris, are you here?
They left and joined a couple times.
I was just me kicking him out.
This fucker's slacking in my school. Alright, Viva, can you jump in as a D.Va for me?
This will protect us.
And we're gonna talk about settings here first.
This will protect us.
Hi, I'm back.
Come on, peek out. Try not to shoot him for me. Just want to show you. First, what we need to do, go into options, and this is something you really should have on. Go to controls, and under hero, you'll see allied health bars. You want that on. If you don't have that on, you're throwing. And once you do that, I want you guys to go to your Winston, and then we'll go down the list. Faz, what is your sensitivity for Winston?
6.7.
Okay. That can be decent.
I think it's the same for everybody, probably. I haven't really messed with it.
No.
I mean, you mean same for every hero? You mean?
For every hero, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you can run with a higher sensitivity for Winston just because you don't need to be very precise.
The big thing is you want a. I run a 10, and like I have a good mouse and everything like that. And the big thing is when you're in a fight and things are looking hairy, you can flick up real fast. Also, I just knocked my can over. It's all about like a flick to get out. So flick up, and then you can punch land. You'll do. If it's on an armored target, the melee only gets reduced by 5. If I use my Tesla cannon, my 60 DPS now goes to 30. So what you want to do, you want to work your alternate. You alternate between Tesla and punching, because with this method, for the armor at first, you're getting about 55 DPS.
About, yeah.
Yeah. And then once you get past the armor, you're onto your 60, because that's on health. Each of these little bars above his head, I believe it represents 30 health.
Enemies detected.
So, let me de-mech you here. That's gonna take a while. The big thing about alternating your fire, when you're going against like another tank, if you do this, you can actually like conserve your ammo. You don't have to worry about having to reload mid-fight. Come on out here. So we're gonna tag you down
Enemies detected.
Oh, I got team score.
right there. That's one. Punchable. Alright? If you see anyone on that one bar, that's a punchable target. I will dive after a baby diva if I know they're coming up. Like, I'll jump in and just go for the punch.
You want me
If
to
you're
bait
in a
again?
dive... Yeah, no, you're fine.
What's the
I mean,
damage
you
on
guys...
Winston's jump again?
At the center of the landing, it's 45. If it's on the outside, it's 1. So it decreases the further away you are. So your main goal is to really leap up, and you want to land on them. See there, I just got a double hit by meleeing before I landed. It canceled the animation for that, and then he took the damage for the leap. So there, he took about 75 damage. It takes practice.
I just
Usually
feel
on-
monkeys jumping around.
On your leap, for the longest distance, you're really going to go for a jump leap at like a 45-degree-ish angle. You'll get about 30 meters distance on that. I'm not sure how, like, if you just go straight up, you know, obviously, it's going to cut it down. And if you look straight ahead, a lot of people don't do this, but if you leap and hold S, you actually can't, you, like, cut yourself back. So you can jump 10 meters there. So if you got, like, a baby diva you want to chase down, this is a big thing for alts, too. Like, you just want to be... You're not really going too far, because you're doing damage. That's...
I was actually a misclick. I meant to walk out of spawn.
Oh my god. But yeah, make sure you start practicing the alternating your Tesla and punching. You want to do this on the majority of targets. Make sure your punch is bound to right click. Your primal rage does 40 damage per swing
Enemies detected.
when you land it, and it lasts for 10 seconds. You can up this by adding a leap in, because you get it reset every 2 seconds, I believe.
Yeah.
Actually, let's see here. Let me look over my thing. How close? Oh shit, you just lost it. If you're going against, I'm gonna go over like specific characters now. If you're going like against a tracer, if she ever drops a bomb on you, and you're in the middle of a team, tell your team, say, I'm stuck. Either bubble yourself, they'll get out of the way, or alternately, if you don't have your bubble yet, because it's one of the longest cooldowns in the game, I think it's 13 seconds, look straight up and jump up.
XQC.
Yep, you want to just do that. Alternately, you can jump straight up, because you'll survive, and you're taking the damage away from your team.
When you do that,
I think it's around 200-ish health. Is that
What's up, Pulse Bomb?
Yeah,
pulse
Pulse
bomb
Bomb does a stupid amount of damage.
It
Dude.
does 300 damage.
300. Okay, yeah.
I feel like it's
yeah.
more than that.
Fun fact though, when you do that, if you're stuck and you jump up, and we have a Pharah Mercy,
Yes, be very careful of that.
It'll be funny.
do not jump into them.
Honestly, I'll like if I'm pushing a point, say you guys are the enemy, and this is our entrance here. If I'm like here going in, I'm attacking. Tracer sticks me from behind. I'll flick back and jump out. That's why you want to have a higher sensitivity. You're gonna learn about flicks a lot. Like you want to flick away.
I will say, I don't want to interrupt, but speaking of Tracer, a lot of people feel like, at least lower levels, feel like Winston's the counter to Tracer, but that's like the exact opposite.
Yeah, Tracer is a tank shredder. Be very careful of her. I mean, there's not really a lot you can do. You're gonna need peel from your off tanks or your DPS, especially if you know if you're on a dive. D.Va's probably gonna be your big off tank. So communication is key. Dive is a lot of work, a lot of shot calling. You and your D.Va need to be attached to the hook. I would highly suggest whoever your D.Va player is and your main tanks, like the set ones, start duo queuing comp together. Insta lock those characters.
Detected.
Or even just like hop into quick play, just to get that synergy down. Faz, Victor, you guys know, been working together a lot better and better each time we've been playing. But yeah, that's the kind of thing where the two of you need to be like a unit in order for both of you to survive.
I'm gonna grab health here. So don't shoot me! Don't shoot me! Stop! 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 Stop!
I'm trying to build up my pulse bomb.
I need to get full health here. Yeah, let's stand by here and
I'll give you my pulse
get your
bomb.
bomb.
Got it.
Let me fill up on health here. Don't shoot me! Don't do it. We're gonna go back out there and do it. Stop!
I had to do it. I had to do
Bitch.
it. Ah!
Where are we going? Dragon?
Right out here is fine.
There's just a bunch of monkeys. I can't tell which one is you.
So
Mustard one.
come over here. Don't stand too close to me, because I'm gonna have Walrus pulse bomb me. So if I'm in here fighting in a fight, go ahead and drop it on me. See? Jump away. Always jump away, because now, like, usually you're gonna have a healer by you. If you lose a healer, you're really down in a fight. You save yourself in this fight, so I mean the ult, it resets your health always. Alternately, you can use it as a survival tool. Like, usually we'll dive in, and if things are getting bad, if I get down around 100 or below, slam that Q. Just, I mean, you can use it to stall points. A lot of people use it as, like, a damage. Like, I want to kill people, because, you know, that's what ults usually are. Winston doesn't really work like that. You can try and do it. It's all about getting your leaps, and a big one you gotta learn that everyone has trouble with is juggling. So I'll usually jump like a Zenyatta or something, and you try and pin him in a corner, and you want to slap back and forth. Like, you can flail your mouse back and forth. He works pretty much like Ryan, where you want to turn as you swing, in a motion of the swing. So you're doing that with the punch. You're trying to just juggle him in the air, and usually Zenny will burn trance on that. Let's see.
On another note, if you're playing D.Va and you get stuck, do the same thing. Fly straight up in the air. Like, immediately. It should be your instinct.
You have to be very aware of your surroundings if you're playing main tank. You're pretty much like a game manager in a way. You're watching everything that's going on. So I'm not always a lot of people tunnel vision and they just look straight in the center. Like, when I'm walking into this point on attack, I'm looking in this direction, but I'm looking up there too. So you're looking at the high ground, you're just evaluate everything that's going on. You're the key to everything. You pretty much dictate how the fight's gonna go. And you'll really see that on other tanks when you come in, like when we get to that. Your big problems are gonna be, obviously as a tank, Junkrat is very annoying. What I like to do when I'm going against Junkrat, I'll go into him, start to fight. I'll let him take like a couple shots on me, get a good amount of shots, and he'll back up. If you like pull back show that you're scared, like you're just trying to run away. I want to get away. He'll run back into the corner, pop his ult. Once you hear fire in the hole, slam Q. You just baited him. His ult's worthless. You killed him. You won that fight. A lot of
Does
tanking.
that actually happen?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Oh my God.
I've had that happen a lot.
That's new to me.
You don't play Junkrat or Winston.
Yeah. You'll see. You won't see it real. You might see it in Scrub Cup, but if you go against a Hanzo, you always want to wiggle walk, because doing this will make it harder to get a full-blown shot of scatter on you, which that does like 450 damage if he hits you right below. You're done. You want to say wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
So are you just holding W and then AD as you go?
I'll do it. I'll hold W, do it, and I'll back up. You know, I'll move all around really.
Okay, you're just all
Eventually,
over
you
it.
want to have a majority going forward because you're closing the gap, even if you want to just leap in. But you always want to, when you do that leap, since he's gonna be a closer distance, he's looking at the ground. That's what a Hanzo does there. Obviously, this isn't gonna apply forever, but you're gonna walk up, hold S, and leap. See how I barely moved? I was right about here. I ended right here, landed right near him. And with that, you do the punch and land. There's 3 damage. That's actually... you can 1v1 Reapers. A lot of people are scared of Reapers. Well, I haven't tested this on the new patch, but you can take a Reaper. It's all about... You gotta play your bubble really close. See, if I see him coming in, I'm backing to the other side of my shield. So, come on over here, Walrus.
I want to get my full health.
Yeah, I'm at 3 seconds. Okay,
Like-
so,
Enemy contact.
say I just leapt in. I'll burn it just to do it. Oh shit, there's a Reaper. I'm going in. So I'll let him start shooting, I back up, and then you start playing your shield more. See? You can win that fight. You'll usually have your healer on you.
I didn't heal. You took him.
Yeah. That's all about noticing where his health bar is. Once I saw he got down to that last little chunk, lay the melee down. That's an instant kill. You're gonna... using your Tesla will usually take more time, and since Reaper auto, like, he heals himself, you just want to... Like, I could even leap in and punch. I'll do that on a lot of people. Tracer, Baby Diva, Reaper... Major threats. You want to take them out of the fight. You need to remember, you only have 600 health on this. And you want to play that barrier. Wiggle walk on the outside. Dance in and out of it. You can work against Symmetra. May, slightly it'll work. But Reaper, a big one. That's a big one you want to do. Ah, shit. Here, let Viva fill up on health here.
Enemies detected.
And come over with us. This is actually really good.
Morris, don't take it. No!
Yum, yum, yum. Oh, and I got punched anyway, so it was worthless. I'm gonna take that.
Oh,
one.
you walked.
Good.
Alright.
Alright.
What do you want, Dragon?
So let's go to mid. No one shoot Viva here. I just want to show
I'm gonna
you.
shoot Viva. Viva, where are you?
No. You douche.
No.
Down at all? Yeah, teabag him. Oh God! God damn. Wait, we have a healer. Shit, I just overlapped.
Alright, what do you want? You want...
Thank you. Just make sure you're full health. I want to show like the importance of using alternate fire, like one to
Okay.
quick melee and shoot.
What's up, my dude?
Majority of the time, dive is king right now. So you're gonna be going against a Winston most of the time. So once I say go, I'm gonna count down from 3, like 3, 2, 1, go. Just use your Tesla, okay?
My finger is ready to M1.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Where's my health gone? I had to reload. Hey! I'm dead.
See that?
That was what, 5 bars?
Yep.
Health left?
And I was still around like 160 by the end of that. He had to reload in the middle of that fight. That's why you make sure you always want to alternate this fire. It's going to work for a majority of characters. And always just go, if you get them low, just always punch them. Big on Zenyatta's. You generally want to dive characters that don't have big movement abilities. You can dive them, you just have to know how to play against them. Like if you jump in and you're going for a Mercy, she's locked on whatever. Say you're Winston, you're Mercy. So if I leap in and I see them in the backline, I am going to try and land right here. I'm instantly putting fire on her. Mercy's instinctively, they're going to Guardian Angel wherever they're hooked. If you're standing here, I'm actually body blocking. So you'd fly into me, I'd block you a little, it'd slow you down, and then I'm tracking you the whole way. By the time you land, you're dead. Like, that fight's over. Mercy's gone, then I can take out you as the target. There's the who was getting healed. Who the fuck is Widow? That's actually a good one. Where are you, actually?
I haven't health.
Yeah, it's probably good that you went a healer. Come to mid when you're done. Come on and hop down here.
What?
Just come on and hop down. So you will occasionally run into a Widow, usually on like regular ladder. She's trying to get a headshot on me every time. When I'm leaping in, I'm turning my butt towards. You always want to butt jump a Widow, because you're denying her that headshot when she's coming in. And once you start to get the hang of it, what?
They should put that on Overwatch merch.
The butt jump. But when I'm doing that, she can't get that headshot on me. What is Widow, a 2.25 multiplier on a headshot?
Yeah.
I know she's like the highest in the game. Like, she will devastate you.
Yeah, she
A good Widow will track your face on a leap. Because it's pretty much like you're dueling another Widow. If she hook shots, you're on a trajectory on the jump. So you can predict where the top is going to be, and then you can track them coming down and shoot them in the head every time. I can take out
Jumping
Widow.
people.
Excuse me.
So good.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, jumping people are the easiest hit. When somebody's airborne, you know exactly where they're going, and it's a free headshot.
Yeah, like you
Just a
barely
one
get
hit.
any
Okay.
side-to-side move. Like you aren't going to wiggle in the air, and if you are, it's not moving much.
Pro
I
tip.
thought it would be fun to play Widow in that low gravity mode. It sucks because it's all different jump trajectories than you're used to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to start there. You can start to get a feel of where the peak is going to be, and then once the gravity goes back to normal, you can just keep doing custom games and lowering it, back to normal, or raising, I guess it would be. And as you get the feel for things.
This will protect us.
I mean, honestly, for me, I always play sniper characters, so I just know where to look and shit.
Pro tip, against a Widowmaker, as any hero, let's say a Widow just took a shot at you, and you were not ready for it, and you're like, oh no, a Widow shot at me, and now I need to try to avoid this Widow for the next couple seconds until I get into cover. Do not jump.
Yeah, never jump. If
You are jumping, you
If
will
I,
be...
like, shoot me in the face. Yeah, see, I'm 385 right now. I have no armor, all I have is my barrier and my 385. Can I kill a Widow? Yes. I don't know what's behind them, though. Honestly, I've taken down Winstons so many times once they dove in. You can just SMG them if you shoot them in the face the whole time. You'll win that war. Especially if you grappling hook away, like pull yourself back, because they don't have a movement for another 6 seconds.
Protected.
So you could just pretty much pump bullets into their face the whole time. Yeah, Hanzo, I mean, that's all about just wiggle walk. You won't say, you can dodge it pretty easily. And once you get closer, I'll leap in, leap behind. He has to turn around. It's all about, you're playing a mental game, this tank. As main tank, I should say. Let's see. Go McCree, if you could. Yeah, we could work. Yeah, that works. So, one out to main. Oh, wait, where the fuck? Yeah.
I'm playing a draft, my bad.
So, this next move takes a lot of practice. I'm still not perfect on it. Go ahead, yeah, you can right about there. Well, let's back up a little so we're on more even ground. I want to have you as like a jumpable distance. So if I'm going in and I see a McCree, I know his only movement ability is the combat roll. So obviously if I leap in, he wants to flash me and then, you know, fan the hammer, roll, fan the hammer again. It might take me out. I'm not 100% sure on that. But when I leap in, I'll preemptively drop a bubble because it blocks his flash, the flashbang. And see, he has to play that bubble now. I should also teach you guys about slide jumps. So when you jump before you land, hit spacebar. It gives you a little extra leap, and when you land on the first spot, see how it puts me closer to the edge of the bubble? I'm gonna be closer to him. It's just a small walk to get him. That's it. Another thing, let's see.
Come here. See if he'll kill you.
Does that slide jump like not work if you're coming in at a high angle?
It still works at an angle, at a high angle. I'll use it as just like if I do a straight leap up, like if I'm trying to hold a point, I use that. Like, once you land, they think you're stuck. And if they know where your head box is, they're gonna aim right there. So, you're gonna slam that jump every time. It just throws off where they're gonna shoot. They'll end up getting a body shot instead of a headshot on your landing. Especially on, like, say we're on 66, it's overtime on the last point defense. You know, you're just trying to stall out till you get to 0-0. I'll leap straight up. You'll get that second jump on it, and it'll throw their aim off just a little bit. It's not going to be... You're pretty much in desperation mode at that point anyway. It's all about just take as much time till you can get your Hog, Mei, Tracer, Genji, small heroes out there. That's also where you would use an alt to stall. And with that, you're just, you know, flail around, jump, do small jumps so you stay close to the payload. Try not to jump straight up, because you will likely give the point away doing that. Let's see. I don't know how many people run Mei, but see, you can use your alt defensively. So if I hear a Mei coming in, I hear that alt. If I'm turning the corner, I'm gonna leap into the center, slam my alt, punch her out, and by the time I punch her out, I have another leap ready, so I'm committed to another jump on her. She will likely cryo freeze. You just saved the majority of your team. You could even leap in, bubble, punch, leap again. Because that way you're really protecting them from, you know, like a combo ult, like a McCree or something like that.
Re-engaging.
You can actually use the bubble defensively on a lot of things. Some things you wouldn't even think of. If they run a Doomfist, odds are they won't. You hear Meteor Strike? I like to get people to group up near me. Once I see that marker, bubble, jump out. All of his ult is contained in that bubble. It also works if a Pharah has ult. I will... Oh, no, come on. Don't kill me. This one's pretty good for ladder. Hanamura, I use it a lot. If she jumps up, how close are you to ult?
72.
Okay, just pepper me a little bit.
Got it. Got it.
Alright. So this one will get tricky. It takes a lot of practice. Go ahead and fly up pretty high. Like you're dropping close to where you would barrage at the main entrance on Hanamura. Drop in, drop a bubble. You'll protect your team, or if you place it right, you can drop the bubble so it's right in front of her and she kills herself.
This will protect us.
Because it's doing the splash damage on herself. Other ones, obviously, Diva Bomb. What kind of SR ranges are you guys at?
Go to sleep.
You can do that barrage block with a full health diva, just body blocking it. Too.
Yep, that's always an option too. Usually we have Cuddle dealing with those. I'll only jump in if it's really needed. So we're generally looking at a
Beacon in place.
silver gold region,
Initiating.
right?
Yeah.
You're close to flat. So, Korvac, this might not apply. Well, the trickier things might be for like when you Q comp. Most diva bombs in low range, they just do the I'm gonna throw it, at a far angle. With that, it's gonna land before it pops. Drop a bubble on it, jump out. You contained it. You saved your team. For other more tricky things, you're gonna have to learn the sound cues of when it's gonna blow up. And I still fail at this half the time. But I'll leap up, try and catch it in the bubble. If they throw it in the air. It's all about containing it. Another one a lot of people don't think of, if you're going against the Zarya as Winston, and they don't really have like a piercing ult, so Hanzo, Moira, a Genji would get through, stuff like that. If you see your team get grabbed, jump in. Jump in, bubble. You just saved your team from getting wombo comboed if they're not running a piercing ult. A lot of people don't think of that. It's great. Also, Nano Winston is stupid strong.
Don't all.
This will protect us.
If you get nanoed,
Don't-
do not primal.
Yeah, never primal when you get nanoed. That is...
And never nano a primal.
Is that so you have the nano Tesla?
Yeah, you want to like I do a ridiculous amount of damage on the squishy.
Nano Tesla will like melt squishies. Nano primal is a waste of a nano.
What is it a fifth?
Basically,
What's the buff for nano?
50%.
Yeah.
I think. And
So you're doing 120 damage a second there. That's a tracer gone in a second at 1.2 seconds. She's gone.
one of the things too with if you nano your monkey and your monkey jumps in versus if you nano your monkey and your monkey jumps in with Primal Rage, you get the exact same thing out of it. You're doing the exact same thing, right? But instead of using one ult for it, you used two ults. Now you don't have one. As well as
Dragon, come here. Oh, fucking shoot me! Dragon, come here.
What's that?
Bubble containing EP?
Excuse me.
No.
It burns it. It burns it. Like it'll burn the bubble. I don't
Yeah,
remember if it goes on the outside. Try it.
It will, because here, put down a bubble.
yeah, it does.
5 seconds. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, because it'll delete and get you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a Pierce.
Yeah, I
But-
knew that. I don't know why
You
I
know
asked.
Bubble does stop. Speed drop. So if you
Yeah.
want to go for some big brain plays,
Oh, okay.
there's a new
New
version of
version.
Overwatch available. Please exit and restart the game. To update. Alright.
Wait, update?
Wait,
I got
get-
game lasted too long.
My game has an update, apparently.
Yeah, on the bottom it says there's a new version of Overwatch available. Please exit and restart the game to update for me. So I'll be right back.
Oh no. Watch it not let me update.
But
That's weird.
yes, Bubble stops beat drop. So if you're going for some big brain plays, you know that Lucio has beat or something, you hear him casting it because he jumps up in the air when he casts it. Just
A
jump
lot
on
of
him,
time.
drop that bubble, boom,
Mhm.
wasted ult.
Yeah,
Hey,
if
guys,
you can.
if you're still in the game, don't back out because there's a queue.
I didn't
Oh,
get an
God,
update.
Yeah, I don't have an update either.
Yeah, just keep the game running then because there is a queue.
Yep, 200 players ahead of you.
Nah, that's nothing.
What the fuck, dude?
Does the shield block beat? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It. Yeah.
So
beat
even
drop
if
is like a
if you
cast
do
and
that,
it channels out from your body. So if
Here,
you,
I'll go Lucio and we can demonstrate.
I'm logging in right now.
yeah, I'm in. I didn't have an update because
Bring me
I'm
back.
cool.
I'm not in yet. The
Yeah, but-
game also ended. That's why nobody's in the
I
game.
think.
Here, let me make it. Give me 1 second. My ass. Alright, Create. What do you mean custom game does not exist? I want to create one. Hello?
If you click the button too fast, sometimes it just says that.
Okay. Invite people. Faz, Inox, Krovik, Victor, Walrus Effect.
I'm gonna put
Reinhardt.
dashes next to
I
what
feel like I'm missing somebody, but
I didn't get an invite. I just
What?
joined game.
Oh, I also should say certain maps.
I
You
forgot
do
to
have
invite Victor.
boop off abilities with the alt,
Okay.
so obviously you can use your alt for that also as Winston.
One little tip that kind of glazed over a little bit with Winston with
Oh, I'm
like
not
your
even
normal lead.
close to done.
Yeah, I know. But there's a knockback associated with it, right? And so if you jump like behind somebody,
Let me go over that one live. I wanna-
okay, yeah, because I was
If you
I
can
want
put
to
us-
go over that.
Where's someone that would be
Here, switch the teams. Put them all on his team again.
and then go like soldier on the
Soldier.
other team, because that's a big
Yeah.
one.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You put them on the right. Oh, okay. You could have done that so much easier.
I wanted us to be on the red team, bro.
Who are we missing? Nobody? This is it? Was it 5 people before?
Yes, I believe.
Let me go ahead and begin it.
Yes, it was 6 and 1. Hold on, give me a second. I'm turning off your limits.
You are killing me.
Relax, child. Your spawn timer, none.
Hey, you know it's a good movie?
Hmm.
The Jerk.
Which map did you want?
Where's somewhere where they would have like an escape route for on defense on a dive? Hanamura, first point. I might have Sid might want to join because it might be good for her to do stuff against Winston too, right?
Yeah, you can invite her if you want.
Yeah, she's on
You can create an invite to the server, right?
Traveling to
I don't
Hanamura.
feel like alt tabbing, so.
Yeah, I got it. Get more monitors, dude.
How about no? Alright, Walrus. Oh, we're on attack.
Am I
Omega
on
Launch.
defense or am I on attack?
Essence of
We can just show it. It doesn't really matter. Well, usually soldiers always gonna have like a high ground. Mainly DPS people are gonna have a high ground. They should. So
Rocket
let's. Where are you?
I never.
Okay, yeah. So what I want to do
No!
is no, we'll put you right here. Hey,
Hello.
There we go.
you ready to
Horses
learn the
are-
ways that I destroy supports?
Dragon's helping
Oh,
helping my scrubs.
One down here.
And
If you play soldier, this is a really good spot.
Well, yeah, that's a great spot, but
Wait,
Took
show
you
me
an
how
hour
you
to
got up there,
get up
soldier.
What's up?
How'd you get up there, soldier? Was that a rocket jump?
You just rocket jump.
yeah, it's
saw-
off this platform,
enemies
right?
detected.
From that.
I saw
You go,
someone.
you come, yeah, where this bench is. Just rocket jump up.
Oh, from the bench.
Yeah,
Or you
you're gonna
can
rocket jump
all
onto like this platform, and then you jump on up.
Oh, I didn't know there was a platform in there. Pretty cool
What's
hiding
that?
spot.
What's the self damage he does to himself from that? Not much, right?
Isn't it 40?
40 to
40.
self, 80 to others. Or no, 120 to others.
Yeah, that's actually a great spot right there. Go ahead and all my Winstons jump up here.
I get,
I
oh my god,
don't
can
know
I
if you
get
can
healed
get
up
up there.
because I'm
Can you?
getting fucked by everyone coming here.
Oh no, I missed.
Where are you?
I guess I could have healed myself.
Yes, you could have.
Just everyone who jumps up here feels the need to zap me for some reason.
You're just too easy of a target.
He really is.
My ping.
Mine's a little high too.
I got 200 ping mark.
They must be doing shit to the servers.
When I
it's
tried to
about
log
on
on,
us right now.
there was like a queue, which I've never had that before.
Some people got an update. Like, it kicked us out of a game a second ago.
I didn't get one.
I
Didn't even know you could get
don't
on.
know how to say that. Dublek? Dublek? He just joined Discord. I don't know if anyone can invite him. Or if he's in the game.
Hey, you join our game.
Lars, get your ass down here. I've been waiting for you.
You didn't tell me. Told me to go up here.
Get us to get down here.
Oh my god.
So you're gonna be standing right about here, usually.
Sure.
We'll just say you're right about here.
Like, yeah, good stuff.
So, a lot of things that a lot of people do wrong is they'll see where they want to dive. They'll call it out to their diva. Well, you moved way too fast.
Well, I needed the help.
Oh,
No, you
okay.
didn't. I am healing you.
You were not hitting me.
Okay. So you'd be shooting down on this point usually.
Oh, why can't I hit your Moira?
I try and leap in. Oh. Smart soldiers
You accidentally
will
did it, right?
usually not stand right on this corner. They'll stand back a bit and shoot because, like, if
Because
I'm
they're not
here
stupid like
and he's
Horus.
back a bit, I can't get shots on him. Like, if I'm a McCree, Tracer, whatever, I can't get shots. So if he's back a bit, and I don't, like, angle myself right, you'll learn about, like, the angle of your jump. I'm gonna leap in after him. Half the time, I'm gonna land like that. See how it, like, pushed him really far away? Most soldiers you'll see, once they see a Winston dive in, they know they really aren't gonna win this fight. They slam shit. Well, shit. They slam shift, they'll turn, run down these steps, and when they land, I'm gonna launch him away from me, out of my Tesla range. I've lost that fight. I'm not gonna commit to that, so come on back here. Usually what I want to try and do is, I know what his exit route is gonna be. He's gonna go down those steps over there. So I'm gonna leap past him. Nah, fucked up there. That was the example right there. That's how I launched him away. I couldn't do anything. Walrus knows it's coming, so his reaction time is there. Just add like 0.5 to your turnaround. I'm gonna leap in. I'll land behind him. I knocked him back into my range. I cut off where he's going. He's done.
So
I
you're not
burned-
jumping to where they are, you jump into where they're going to want to go.
Exactly.
You want to cut off their exit.
Yeah. If you land on them, they're generally going to get pushed away from you. And it's always out of your Tesla range. And at that point, you're like, oh crap, I'm in this fight. I have to burn a bubble. There's 13 seconds. This is one of the longest cooldowns in the game, and it's very important to have for dives. Let's see. Oh, go Genji for me.
Okie dokie.
Because you'll be facing Genjis if you're running. Here, I'll help you.
How do we get up there?
Wait, through that side? Like that little window up there where the Ferris shoot through? You can't get through there, there's an invisible wall.
No, but I can sit up there.
Oh!
I saw Brandito do it once.
Up here? Oh, sorry. Sorry about that, Walrus.
It's packed to stay up there for a bit.
So let's just put you in the center of point. We'll just have you, like, right here, you know, you're behind your shields, everything like that. You're just peppering through mid. Come close. Come out in the open here. Don't punch me. Just come out in the open. Ow. Come in the sand! Okay, so what I'm gonna do against the Genji, he's gonna be hopping around. I'm gonna put shots on him. See how he just dashed? What you want to do with Genji, close the distance, just walking. Usually they'll leap away once they start taking a lot of damage. If they dive, I'm following him. He can't get away from me. He's done. He's out of the fight. They lost DPS there. see. Again, well, we'll go over the.
Fight me.
Do you still tickle punch PNGs and like smaller targets?
I will if I get them low. I always like he doesn't have armor, so I'm not really gonna invest the time of getting close. If I'm going in for a Genji, usually, if I have it, he's gonna be in a pack. All right. If you walk up on an enemy, like if I'm fighting a Genji like this up in his face, I'm losing damage output. Ah, don't kill me, dick. I don't. Damn it. So, usually you're gonna have your DPS, healers behind a shield kind of thing. Seconds. We'll just put both of you stand kind of close to each other. Where are you?
Walrus. What is you doing? Oh, okay.
I don't know where the hell you two went.
We're in
I
spawn.
didn't know what you wanted us to play.
Oh, I mean, anything's fine. Usually, like, you're gonna have the majority of the squishies obviously hiding behind a shield. So go ahead and stand out in the sand for me here. If I'm fighting more than one person, I don't want to be up in their face. I'm only hitting Lucio here. If I'll let you heal up. If I back up, I'm hitting multiple targets here. So effectively, I'm pretty much doubling my output against two enemies. Where you keep going. Never really try to stay in their face. If you know you're gonna secure the kill, like say Lucio was getting low. Lucio's obviously a very high priority target for Winston. I'm gonna put it into him, and I'll close that gap, and then drop punches on him. Once I know that I can get right up in his face. Or if he pulls away, I'll do a slow leap at him, throw a punch in at him. I'll do this on Baby Divas too. Like, they throw their bomb, if they're close, I'm putting shots in. You're gonna have to get the timing right, but you can kill a Baby Diva before she gets her new mech. It's gonna involve you leaping in and punching at her. It takes a lot of practice. Like, if you don't get it all the time, you can't be mad. But once you generally see that one health bar, go for the punch. It saves you ammo, especially if you're still in a fight. I mean, if it's the end of a... Ooh, hey, how's it going?
Trying to build up my ult, but you guys are all jumping on me. This is not fair.
Oh, I thought you were just shooting me.
Oh.
No, Diva, heal him.
Spreading the damage as thinly as I can. You get some damage. You get some damage.
Giant gorilla,
You
just
get
like
some
in
damage.
the
Okay, I
video
got it.
game.
Okay,
Like
so
the Oprah of Overwatch.
so we'll say you're having a really good first point hold, and somehow with the setup. Say, just throw your ult out of the way here. Alright, here's Baby Diva. I'm going in. I'm going to try and fight her. See, I missed it there. You don't always get it, but if you can keep the distance close enough, I would have been able to kill her. It just takes a lot of practice, a lot of time, and you can't get pissed off if you don't get it every time. But if I see that opportunity, once she taps her watch or whatever the hell she does to bring her mech in, until that thing actually hits the ground, Baby Diva takes damage. Like if you play Widow, you'll notice this because you always want to pick off the Baby Diva once she ults. Oh yeah, give me them beams. Can I just say how happy I am that they cut the visuals down on this?
Okay, I got it ready.
Yeah, that's really nice.
So stand a little closer. Say, obviously, I'm usually the front line. A main tank is going to be your front line. So you'll just throw it above me. Oh, never mind. So go ahead and just throw it out. Alright, I'm up on her. She's going to try and do sit to me. Down. She couldn't get back to her mech in time. You can really only secure that with either a leap land punch, which really gonna be tough because you're gonna have to be in range of her Let me see if I wrote down the rate. I don't think I did.
The range of lightning,
I think
that's 6 meters.
Yeah, I thought it was like 5 or 6. So you got to be close to begin with. She's going to be backing up the whole time shooting you. So you're going to be walking into her. If she gets away, do that little leap in, punch. You want to rotate as you land. Like a big thing with that, with like the soldier, I want to go in and turn and land behind them so I'm facing. As you go over an enemy's head, you want to track and follow them so you're facing. That's why you kind of want to have a higher sensitivity with Winston. I'm not talking like, oh, I want to have like 50. I mean, like, I just run 12 on 600 DPI, I believe. It's whatever you feel comfortable tracking with, you're going to have to track them.
God, I'm just trying to get healed.
A lot of... Since you're on Rhine, we can talk about how you're playing a double-edged sword with Winston. And this is
shit,
just
I need healed.
the good thing about Winston is you pierce all shields. Orisa, Bubble, Rhine. I'm putting damage on him. Obviously, I'm not going to get in his face and do the punch. What's that?
Did you say bubble for? Sorry, or you mean other Winston?
Winston Bubble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like usually sometimes you'll run into a defense Winston that'll play point like right up here. Very rare, especially on this map. But usually, you know, you'll have, oh, I'm a McCree, I'm gonna shoot through. You know, I'm gonna play close. I can come up, you know, I'm putting shots in on the whole team. Try not to run like so anti-dive is a lot of work. I'll just put that out there, okay? You're giving up a lot of free space if they dive. Your whole thing is punish them for diving.
I'm just warning you now, I'm about to ult you.
That's fine. You'll get... Damn it, I suck. As you...
Outplayed.
We'll get into this part a little bit more, but with Rhine, you're going to generally know when he has ult. You're probably around 56 by now, right? 60?
46.
46. Okay, so you generally will learn when a Rhine is close to ult, and they'll always... You can tell by how they act when they're pushing. Like, see how he's like side strafing a lot? If you're going, like, you'll see this a lot on a Rhine v Rhine. Those are like my favorite kind of battles. Because, one, you know how many hits you put in, so you know generally where their ult is. He's going to play a little more aggressive as he has ult, because he's like, alright, I'm going to be the main push here, I'm going to try and walk past their Orisa shield, usually an Orisa shield on here. I'm going to want to push that. I'm going to know what's going on. I'll try to... Damn it. Wow. Did I even look? But generally, you can block that with a bubble.
Look, I can't build a ball because every time I try to, your team goes all aggro on me.
Yeah, I wonder why. Because I was talking.
Oops, I'm sorry.
She's not sorry.
Also, you will learn, if it's a high priority target, always do the leap punch to secure that kill. That's why I want you to have health bars on. It's just gonna show up. You're gonna know what's going on with your team, and you're gonna know what's going on with theirs. So, oh shit, you know, I see Zenny's a little low in the corner. I want to go help him. Something's hitting. Usually a tracer. Double tanks, honestly, Winston does really well. Hog is a kind of a tough battle. Let me see what I wrote down.
Oh, if there's... I should probably go because there's someone else on the other team.
I'll just switch your teams. Don't worry.
Well, nah, because I'm gonna go do arcade eventually.
Alright, you ready?
Wow, Sid doesn't want to learn how to survive.
No, I'm learning.
Alright, so I'm going...
Dragon, you ready?
Yeah, so we're going into this fight. I'm gonna preemptively drop it, because I know he has it. Now, he has to wait. I can lay down damage on him, and that bubble's still there.
What a scrub.
You're gonna win that battle all the time. And that's gonna play with when you go, again, once you have a lot of time on Rhine, and I'll go over this part later. You're gonna know when they have ult. Every swing does 5 to 6. You dick.
Revenge!
Surprised you didn't charge me.
It was on cooldown.
Okay, I'm gonna go now, guys. Bye.
What?
Your lessons were really cool.
What do you want me to run?
Let me see here.
Oh, there's so much lightning!
That one. General tip for pharmacy. Usually, if you're running a dive setup, you're gonna run a Winston, D.Va, Lucio, Zen, Genji, Tracer. You're pretty susceptible to a pharmacy with this. So, really, the only people who can do stuff, Genji can fly swat, D.Va can dive in, defense matrix, impact, micro missiles kind of thing. She's gonna need help. Don't be afraid to jump up there, track her as you're in the air, and put that Tesla on her. For pharmacy, focus the Mercy. Always focus Mercy first. You aren't going to kill a Pharah that's being pocketed. So
Your
it's gonna
gun
take
literally does the same amount of DPS that Mercy heals.
Yeah.
So if you jump somebody that Mercy is healing, and Mercy is healing them, you are doing nothing. You're just sitting there and canceling out Mercy healing, I guess. And so if you have Focus Fire, it's not terrible, but if you're not going to solo kill anyone that's getting healed by a Mercy.
Yeah. Winston does, honestly, pretty trash damage. Like, it's not great if you're soloing, like, one person. Especially a healer. Or someone getting pocketed. Never go after someone that's getting pocketed. Alright? Always take out the pocket E, I guess.
Pocketer.
Pocket, yeah, there you go. He's better at English.
I do it for
Always
money.
focus down that Mercy. That's the first one. And you're gonna want to tell your D.Va, hey, we need to go after the Mercy right now. Zenny will usually put a Discord on her, and, I mean, you just do it. Winston does great damage against her, then. That's why he's so good with his Zenyatta. Like, I tend to always target call whoever's Discorded, because I know that that's a winnable fight, always. Even if it's like a Roadhog, I can take him out. You want to be careful with going against a Roadhog, because obviously he has gas, damage reduction with that, but you can generally outfight him. Especially if you do the alternating fire melee thing. Symmetra, always play, dance your bubble. You just play, let her
beam
walk
will
into
lock your
you.
bubble.
What's that?
Her beam will lock onto your bubble, which is fun because it's not locked onto you, so you can protect yourself from that. It doesn't pierce it.
Yeah. The thing is, she's going to be going high charge against your bubble, and this will apply to Ryan also later on. You're taking just pot shots at her. She's going to want to come into this bubble every time. You just play back just like a Reaper, and then dance the bubble back and forth. Always play those edges. This is helpful for a lot of characters too. Once you learn bubble dancing, you can win a lot of fights. Oh. I need to get alt. Good D.Va, somebody. So I can farm a lot of...
I got it. BRB.
Wait, you're on my team.
Oh, I am.
Or you want me or Walrus to play team?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do it.
Put me back.
Enemy do it.
Ah!
I just need to, like, I'll come down there and farm alt. Fuck.
I forgot that you're Reinhardt.
Also, another reason you kind of want to do the alternating punch shot, you actually gain your alt charge faster. Go and back up. I just need to get alt here. I can't reach you, Pookie. I'm getting alt faster by doing
Yeah,
the
what's going
alternating.
on with my thing? No, you're right. I'm launching up too. Like oh my god, I'm rubber banding. Let me out of the doorway. Holy shit.
Hello up there.
This will protect us. Hi there.
Come on up here. Yeah. So on certain maps, you'll want to try and knock people off the map. Diva, what you want to do? This is with your ult, by the way. You want to try and knock people off the map with it. You just keep walking towards me, okay? And then stand still on the next one. So go ahead and walk towards me. You notice how it stopped? Now stand still.
Also,
look at that
fun fact,
distance.
did they patch it with D.Va yet? Did they patch D.Va's thing? So, yeah, I got the knockback resistance when I shoot too.
D.Va's always had it.
Yeah, they said they're gonna fix it though. They said that was unintended.
I think she should keep it. I think that should be for every character, honestly. Say we're on Ilios Well, and I get D.Va to fall out of mech. Once I see her, if I know I'm committed to I'm gonna ult this next fight, I will pop it as her mech starts to break. Alright, now I would ult, because once she's in that animation of getting knocked out, she has no movement ability. She cannot counter, like, push back towards me to cancel out my full push. You can knock her straight into the well right then. If you know you want to punch someone into the well, or off the map, whatever, always punch them once they get knocked off the map. D-Bank is key to play. They're always down to tank then. Yes, you can kill her in the next fight, but you kind of want to go for the wow factor also.
Environmental kills are also unresable.
I'd love to stay
Yes, that's a big thing.
Will we run a hog on well ever or no?
Excuse me.
We don't play Ilios.
Oh, that's right.
But if you want my opinion on Ilios, I like playing Orisa Hog on well.
Any boopable character,
Someone get on.
I love them.
Oh, what is this? I got knocked off.
I'll run an Orisa, Hog, Pharah, Lucio. Anyone that can knock someone in that well, I will run it. I will have that run on my team. Just because it's free kills. Like, people are stupid in the middle of a fight. As you're playing Orisa on that map, you're playing back further so you get a wider view of what's going on. You'll get their enemy team, they're like, oh, I'm going to push in. If they're running a Hog, especially in ladder, they'll usually run the same thing. He'll be looking off to the side like, oh, I'm going to hook this D.Va in, I'm pretty cool. Lock him into the hole as Orisa.
Or get on here, dude. What are you doing?
D.Va went over it a little bit early. If you know Lucio is alting, D.Va, would you say majority of the time you're gonna get a Lucio coming in? What the fuck?
Oh my god, I want to stop being killed.
Here, I'll be the bottom. I'm really
good.
Wait, Dragon, what?
You probably have good insight on this, but I've seen this up through high flat still. If I take a Lucio out of a fight early, like he's the first one down, say we're on Lijiang, the circle, not the big circle, like the open circle, but the close it, what is it, garden?
The indoor one.
The square room or the circle room?
It's the circle room.
The one with the bridge?
Not control center. Yeah, the bridge one.
Yeah,
so,
garden.
yeah, I'll take a Lucio out first. Say he dies first. Half the team of his is still fighting. They want to continue this fight. A Lucio will usually try and roll out, get there as fast as he can. He's riding a wall.
I can get back
Dragon,
in
do you
4
have
seconds.
Yes.
You should ult.
I have no leap now.
Now he's 1,000.
Really? Double? I'm still gonna get you, bitch. But a Lucio will generally be trying to get back as fast as he can if he has ult. And he's like, we can win this fight with my ult. I know he's gonna be coming back. He'll usually wall ride to get the extra speed. Once you hear, let's break it down, slam that bubble down.
Now.
Is it?
Yes, I don't know why they changed it with this patch, and I don't know what it is because I always play Lucio, so I don't hear it.
Shoot me.
And
I wanna
Lucio's
hear
not
this.
super meta, so I don't hear it against him. But let me build up ult real quick.
Yeah. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Jesus! Bubble me! Heal me!
Lucio does a surprising amount of damage. You can one-shot people as Lucio. It's fun.
Oh!
Alright. I got it.
Gun casted.
You want to just bubble here so we can show Walrus where you at?
Yeah, Walrus stand.
Walrus
All right.
over.
He comes in. I predicted
in the
he's
bubble.
gonna. Wow.
Walrus. LOS me so that you can.
All right, I got 6 seconds.
Alright. Walrus,
So
stay out.
he's-
Yeah, I just want to have a teleporter and come back when I get killed.
Lucio's coming into this fight. He wants to continue that
Don't do it,
fight.
I'm about to die.
Boom! I dropped that bubble because I hear. What the fuck is that?
He's,
He's got a new voice line.
Oh,
That's
he
weird.
said it in Portuguese.
Yeah, I think he says it in Portuguese now.
yeah.
All right,
So
well,
I don't know what he says because I'm always the one that's playing Lucio. And
What did he
people
say
don't
for
usually play
you?
Lucio against me. He says the same thing.
Stop.
Huh. Well,
Still here, break it down if he's friendly.
okay. So that's a new sound cue. Everyone's gonna have to learn, even me. Once I hear that, I'm gonna try and drop that bubble on the majority of their team, because he probably won't make it past his jump, like on that map, to land in the center of them. Even if you cut off 2 or 3, 1, whatever, you're still gonna be able to win that fight, because Winston, he burns through the break it down. And if you're playing back like you should, you're getting that fan attack on multiple people. You can win that fight. You can block, break it. You can drop whatever his ult's called now. Another one
that was
that you'll
genuinely
probably
a mistake.
get.
Didn't realize you had heard of.
Another one that you'll get a lot, especially if you like to run a Zarya, a Genji kind of thing, like you want to do a combo setup. If you grab, you get their Zenny, you get 5 of them, whatever. Try and leap to the outside of the grab, drop a bubble so that Zenyatta's cut off, because this bubble will actually stop that Transcendence healing. A lot of people don't do that. And that comes with, like, learning the distance.
This game
of
just
your
started, didn't it?
No, it's been 30 minutes.
Okay, we can move past Winston.
My God, we're gonna be here all night. Let's go. I'm down.
Force is like, give me the knowledge.
uh,
You know what I like more than this new Lamborghini here? Knowledge.
let's see. No Faz runs Orisa.
Which heroes did
I
I
have to
miss?
keep looking at these.
Can we go over Reinhardt first? Because we'll probably
Yeah, we can run
along
Reinhardt.
comps.
Yeah, if you want to run
and I want
Reinhardt,
Victor
Carlos,
to
I can
be
really help you.
yeah, I want
And you run, yeah, what's your usual?
our
Triple
usual
setup.
comp is probably going to be basically a counter dive with either a Fire Mercy or more likely a Junkrat Soldier / Junkrat McCree with a Reinhardt Diva. And
So your primary move is going to be canceling out their dive.
yeah, just because I mean, from what I've seen from the couple scrims we've played and from watching some other teams play, no dives are really coordinated enough to.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
so,
Do you
like,
get a
it's
lot of
easy
front
to-
line jumping Winstons?
Yeah, and so it's easy to focus down their tanks as they jump in, and it's also gives us lets our DPS play things that they are most comfortable on, and as well as be as effective as possible on those heroes.
Yeah, I can definitely help you out on Ryan. Who's going to be your main Ryan?
Victor.
Victor? Okay. All right. So make sure he's on the enemy team. Give him. Well, shit. What do you mean? Put him on the opposite team of me, and I'll show you some. I'll start with Ryan v. Ryan battles, because this is going to build into other things. Because once I show you face to face against another Ryan who knows what they're doing, you'll get an idea of like animation cancels and
What they look
fake
like.
outs and everything like that.
Also,
if you guys have any questions, Dragonlow is open to answering the said questions.
Definitely. I've spent a lot of time
I know he
playing
sounds like a
tanks,
scary little guy, but he's a friendly one, I promise.
I mean, like, I want to help you guys. I mean, I was in Scrub Cup last season, and if you lose, it's not fun. I want to help you guys win. Also, I probably started out like a lot of you guys. I actually started like 1700 SR on my first account, and that was me playing Mercy. And then I was like, oh, I like tanks.
Mercy main, by the way. By the way. So's Walrus. Walrus is a Mercy one trick. Don't let him tell you otherwise.
She's actually still one of my top 5 characters on my console account. And I know you sit there and hear console account, and you're like, whoa. It translates very easily. Tank is the easiest one to translate over. Because it's all about awareness. You need to be aware of your surroundings all the time.
About knowing how to play Overwatch, not just knowing how to play an FPS.
Yeah.
I'm trying to set up lobby.
King's Row is actually perfect.
Okay.
Because you
King's Row is best Rhine map.
It really is.
May.
Well, you just need to.
We just need to not be stupid.
Run a damn Lucio.
That was us being stupid.
So generally, you really want to run a Rhine on a closed-in type of map with not a lot of verticality. Is that a word?
I'm gonna give Reinhardt's like a whole bunch of damage here, or a whole bunch of HP here. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, just like, double it or something.
I was gonna really keep this team alive, so
you can do it. I'm still gonna give him lots of health though, just because. All increases healing received as well, so you can heal him for 900 damage.
This will actually
Ananade
be a
or
good
whatever.
map to go over Orisa also for a couple things.
The horse.
Yeah, pony lady. Be careful when crossing
Now
the street.
entering King's
By the way, if you want the ultimate BM and you have voice like extra buttons on the side of your mouse, bind your primary voice line to mouse 4.
Hey,
Like
can
I
we,
said-
Alright.
No, go ahead.
We were talking about the voice lines. Bastion has a voice line that is the. I have no
The
idea
new
what
one?
in the game.
The new one, dude? That's
Yeah.
so bad.
Why did they put it in the game?
Wait,
That's
what is it?
worse than the songs.
Hold on, I'll go Bastion.
He's just like, Z. It's like, oh my god.
Yo, I'm gonna start one-tricking Bastion on Milk.
I think they put it
Are you,
in enough.
are you in the game yet?
Yeah.
Huh?
You guys in the game?
Yeah.
I'm just looking at loading.
Oh my gosh, leave it and come back.
it's one person.
That's Walrus.
Oh, I'm in.
No, but there's 9 people in Discord.
Who did I forget to invite?
Never mind, I'm bad at math.
Nice.
Never mind.
Don't worry, I had a moment earlier where I divided 150 by 40. Because I didn't know. I used a calculator. But afterwards I was like, holy shit, I'm so stupid. So,
Why did they lose in the game?
It sucks.
yeah, that's really bad. I actually left the May pick here because we'll be able to use that later. Let's go ahead and play up around. For defense, you'll see a lot in lower comp. Everyone likes to go, oh, I'm gonna hold right here. Don't fucking do this. That's the dumbest thing you can do.
Yeah,
Your shield's
I
taking a
have
ton of
holding
damage
back
out of
here.
it. Yeah, always either hold, like before you get into plat, here's kind of the standard, like right around 2400 range. This is a good standard because you can peek. This is good for ladder, I should say, because you can say they have a widow, they have something up top. You can call it out as the match starts. Throw a fire strike, sorry, like at 2 seconds or whatever. You know, just put a little pot shot on them. We usually play right about here, in the back corner. We'll let them take that space because we are going to be more prepared. I'm going to be frontline. I'm going to see, oh, they have a Rhine, they have a Diva, Lucio, Zenyatta, whatever. You can call out to your team what they have. Once you know that, your team back here can advance up, you can push into this fight. I mean, you generally want to try and give them as much space as they want, because they're going to spread out more. That's the thing. With this kind of setup, you're running a death ball. You kind of want them to come to you to deal the damage. Just always play corners. Even with Orisa, I like to play corners. Or just right along here for Orisa. But, we'll go into this. Say... No, don't freeze. Say we're coming into this fight. I'm against you. Go ahead and, like... There's a team behind us. I'm gonna play aggressive.
Pew pew pew! I'm shooting you! Pew 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 pew! Pew pew!
If you don't already, move your mouse along with your swings. It essentially can double your hitbox size. Or not hitbox, hit marker size, I guess it would be. But I can cover multiple bases with it. He's ulting. I want to hammer that down, always. Always hammer down. Don't be afraid to solo ult the damn ulting Genji. They can devastate your team. This you're just gonna fuck. With this, if you get frozen, make sure you always, like, if you're going against a Mei, this goes for, like, Winston, too. If she's freezing me, Orisa also. If she's freezing me, and I know I'm about to get frozen, look, turn back and look straight down. It's very hard to hit my headbox now. So she's gonna be denied a lot of ult charge and damage. But, let's calm down, everybody. Let's go to the sidelines and give me, yeah, just you and me. So, say, here, let me grab ult off you. And then you can do it off me, too. As you swing, you're going to notice your swings give you 5 to 6% every time.
Leave my Reinhardt alone! I'm sorry.
Someone invited me to a custom game. Fuck off. Generally, you're going to know off of how many hits have been done. Do you have your ult yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you're going to know, majority of the time, you're going to know when they have ult. If you died first in the fight, watch the kill cam, if it's there. That's for ladder. Scrub Cup doesn't have kill cam, if I remember correct.
Also, since you're not as, you haven't been playing Reinhardt so long and whatnot, and if you're not so comfortable counting that, just consider, has he been doing better, or have you been doing better? And if he's doing better, he's a little bit ahead of you in ult charge, and if he's doing worse, then he's a little bit behind you in ult charge.
And remember, just because you died first when battling another Rein, obviously this team's going to be set up behind you. So, you guys just group up behind the shield. Alright? Go ahead and do that for me. I don't know where the... There you are. Oh, yeah, there you are. Mr. Rollouts here. So, we're going into this fight. I see they have a bunch of people. They're always going to hide behind that shield. I'll play aggressive. I just got 4 hits. I got 3, I believe. I didn't hit the Genji, right?
No.
Okay. I tagged everyone else. So, I'm sitting at around 16%. If we were at 0. Because you're going to get that 5 to 6 per hit. It alternates on one target. Now, we're going to go in. I know you have ult. Alright? This is where the mental battle starts to come in. Most Reins, let's just say we have normal health right now. You know that I'm coming in. You don't know that I have Shatter. I'm going to play aggressive, and did you see that animation cancel right there?
Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh. So what you do is tap, and then instantly right-click. It gives the sound of, oh, he's going for a swing. Try not to, you'll get better at it. Don't instantly do it. You want to try and make it so your hammer's about at the center of your screen when you do it. And you can always jump around. You're going to block Shatter if you're jumping, no matter what. So I'm going to play that mental game with him. I'll do flicks with it, so it looks like it's going further. A big one you want to watch out for, Fire Strike. it's hard to get when you're not used to it, because once you start to see that drop and he throws it, you can actually get a shatter off onto their team before he can get his shield up, even if he's holding it. Like, I'm pretty much always holding my shield.
Can Fire Strike animation not be cancelled?
No. That one can't.
I will.
That... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, I'm not good at like, oh, they're fire striking, let me shatter now. So I'll try it personally. I'll try to bait it. I'll fire strike first, which will make them be like, okay, I can fire strike too, and then I'll get them.
I mean, you can... It all depends on where you're playing. And you're gonna learn how the enemy Rein plays. Like, I'm gonna get used to your style in the first fight. I'm gonna see if you're playing defensive or if you're gonna be aggressive. When I play Rein, I like to be aggressive. That's why I like having a Zarya, because I know that I can be backed up. Like, that's another thing I can go over. That this is like 200 fucking IQ. I've been trying this in scrims more. If we're like, let's go up to the second point.
That is weird. How did that get Ney but not Genji?
What?
Shatter's so busted. That's why you don't really want to run a lot of Rein. He's very broken.
Rein and Doomfist are the two buggiest heroes in the game.
He's
Yeah,
already
and
been
they-
reworked once.
They've actually added more bugs. So, no stuff. No. Actually, let's go over that right now. So if I'm going in, I'm holding up against a Mei. Come on in and come at me.
I'm also happy.
Just say it's a 1v1 for now. So you can go ahead and I'm watching everything. You're freezing shield. Pop once. Let yourself unthaw. Keep tracking her. If you don't hit it every time, it's not a big deal. See, I've tagged her. She's half health. The only real counter is her coming right in on me. And once she does that, flick your 180 and look straight down. Alright? Always look down when you get frozen. Drop that 180 and flick down. Because it makes it so hard to get your head.
In the defender's case, when you as the attacker were getting all up in us and trying to hit like 4 of us at a time, what is our counterplay? Just all focus fire you?
Are you talking about the scrim the first time?
No, what you were doing just now when you were up in Victor's face and swinging while we were hiding behind him.
Well, see, the one aggressive Rein dictates the battle. That's why I like to go in aggressive. I'll push in. You're not going to be very aggressive if I get the first few smacks on you. It's a mental battle. Like, that scares you. You're like, oh shit, this guy's being very aggressive. I just keep tagging. And the thing is, like, I'm going to know on defense, I'm the only thing blocking for my team. If I drop and go for this fight, we could lose this battle, and that can be on me. I obviously don't want to do that. I'll even try and get aggressive on defense. If I see them coming in, usually you'll see they'll either push up in lower elos, they'll come up this way. More than likely, they'll rotate around over here, because you always have this free cover right here. So, if my shield breaks, I can fall back. Always. Always. Don't... Everyone talks shit about a solo hammer. Fuck them. Solo a Genji instantly once you hear that. If you know where they are, flick around behind, hammer them, wherever they are.
Earth Shatter charges fast. If you can use Earth Shatter to cancel out another ultimate, it's worth.
No, I didn't block that one apparently. That's Ryan. He's very off. Well, I got a Zarya bubble. I'm gonna push in a little more. Avoid charges unless you have a big shatter. Well, you said you are running with the Zarya, right?
With triple tank, yes.
I would highly suggest
triple tank on
doing
attack
that.
will run Zarya.
The move that fucking carried us to winning Scrub Cup was Zarya grab, go in, hammer all 5 of them, whatever's in it, and if you aren't securing the full kills, I'm always rotating around when I'm going into a grab. So I'm doing this the whole time. I'm turning into it. putting those hammer swings. Don't be afraid to drop a hammer on them also. If you know you need to win the fight, drop the hammer on them. Lock them down. You win that first point, so like if you have 30 seconds left or something, you get that grab off, go in aggressive, rotate around on your swings to the backside, because that's going to throw the Rhine off. He's going to be watching front like, oh, the DPS is laying all the damage in on this side. Oh shit, I'm getting smacked from the back. I'm going to flick around usually. That leaves everyone open. But the thing is, I'm putting damage no matter what. I pierce shields. Once you get into a hammer battle, if you want to get cheeky, especially, like, I've only pulled this off on second point, so let's fall back here. Defense, I want to hold them in this, because this is so closed in. And this fight gets dictated on their Rhine's play. If you're smart, you're going to play on the back of the payload and let it push up. That's going to be your front. It's blocking a lot of damage for your shield. If they're dumb, they'll be playing front line. So, you know, Zenny's on the back here. He's the single person pushing it. We're generally trying to hold this first turn up here. Damn it. You ass. We're generally trying to hold right here once we lose first point. This is a great spot. You can fall back, you know, my shield's dead. Charge it
Fell
up.
back behind you.
Yeah, you got a lot of options here. If I know I have hammer and I know they don't, or, I mean, even if they do, I'll go in very aggressive, push up the point, because this cone right here, you're hitting all of them. They're locked in once they're in this. That's a win. And the big thing is, if you get a big shatter, a lot of people go, oh, I'm just gonna fire strike, charge a Rhine. You are missing out on a lot of charge. I always go past the tanks, jump to the back line, smack around the squishies, kill them first, and then worst case, once you're done, Rhine's starting to get up, back charge him into your team. That'll secure the fight. Because their front line is now overextended, technically. And they've lost all their, you know, healers, everything. If you get like 4 or 5 of them in this, you can have hammer for the next fight. Like, you'll be up around 70, 80. So you can play aggressive again. And you know by then, they're probably going to have ult. And actually, what this... Yeah, it's Viva. He's actually playing things very smart. If I'm squared up against another Rhine, I know they have hammer. Most Lucios will come in, like, full speed, get up next to me, boop me out of the way, like, he'll call it out to you, and then you just smack a hammer down. My team's done. That's fight lost. Junkrat tires will do it, or not tires, bombs will do it also. So that's a good utility to, like, learn. But yeah, see here, I'm leaping around, I just keep rotating the whole fight for that. And I'm gonna get hammered by the end of that.
So when you were jumping to the choke and going for the squishies, were you just running in there, or did you initiate with something?
So, just, you guys just hold here, okay? I don't have a... You guys are like, if you run a Rhine, Zarya, Viva, do you guys think you're gonna run a Lucio with it?
Yeah, we'll probably run Lucio, Moira, or Lucio, Mercy, depending on playing support.
Walrus, can you give me a Lucio real quick?
You want a Lucio?
Yeah, kill Walrus for me.
Whoa, don't do that now.
Oh, that's right, we're attack. I forgot. I thought we were far spawn. We'll try and set this up like
I killed him for you.
Kind of fight.
You're a fucking asshole. I would have been back faster if you just let me walk back.
So,
wait, did I forget to turn? Oh, I forgot to turn off. I had the respawn set to like 1 second before. My bad.
Let's put all the reds over here. All right.
Okay,
just
well,
back around this corner.
Everyone on the other team is red.
No. Red's over where I was. Because I'll show it to you as a defense move. Oh shit, you are red. Fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, I totally didn't think there. Okay.
Back
So
stay behind me.
come over here then.
Yeah. So I know you guys are pushing the cart up. It tells me up top how many are on the cart, how fast it's moving. It's generally, we like to get aggressive at this point. We'll leave one person on, we'll push through. We'll even push them. Most people are going to hold here. So we'll try and push this, get any picks we can. If we get a pick, 5v6, we know we can win that fight. So you guys are going to come through. Where's my Lucio? He's on the backside. Come here. And this is something like I'm working for more. Just, I'm going to say, hold your speed boost. This is a very aggressive move. I'm going to try and fake you out a lot. Get aggressive. I'm in your face. I'll say, boost me. Boost me. Well, Brigitte kind of fucks it up, but boost me. I'm going to walk past through, and I'm going to hammer your back line. Ryan's sitting there like, he's watching the back or still trying to turn the whole time. The enemy Ryan is in a reactionary area. So I'm sitting here, even if I'm swinging at the people on the ground, I'm generally going to hit the Ryan too. His only option is to go for a charge, and charge is very finicky. So I can usually, jump and avoid it, or jump and hammer it. Because when he charges, a smack will actually throw him off course if I play it right. Go ahead and give me a charge. Oh, I jumped right into your direction. But you want to try and jump to the opposite direction. Like if they... I've noticed this, a lot of Rhines tend to adhere. They'll push and hold D. Because they don't want to hit this corner right here. So I'm going to know that they're going to go that way. I'll try and turn, hammer swing them. It's going to boop them off course. Your team should be very aware of a Rhine charge because it's very loud.
Shout, he's got shatter.
You'll get a lot of them that'll actually charge through and they'll be like, oh shit, I'm so extended. Hammer. A lot of Rhines will do that in...
Hey, get off my Reinhardt.
Silver Gold region, you'll get that a lot. But this is a primary hold.
Oh no, I had to reload.
Lucio speed boost through, I run right past you. You don't know it's coming. I get that massive speed, I'll just hammer, I'll jump into your shield, and pretty much once I hit that threshold of passing it, I'm hitting Q, and I'm aiming at your back line. You need to remember with Ryan, it's pretty much a cone going outward. So, like, if we're right here, you don't have a shield up, if someone's right here, like off to your side, if I'm hitting hammer right here, I'm not hitting them. I want to play back a little bit. I don't want to be in your face for a hammer. I want to play back, like about here, I would say, roughly about here. I'm covering from door to door, like the frame there. It always goes out in that cone, and remember, it's a ripple effect. This is how you work about baiting other Rhines too. Don't be in their face all the time. You can give them a tap every once in a while. Always back up afterwards. Because you're just daring them to come into this fight. You have hammer, you expect that they have hammer. And you always want to animation cancel, never let them know. And occasionally you can drop in a fire strike if you know your team's out of the way. Like remember, you can hold your shield, click, and turn, and you can see where everyone is on your team. So if I see that, oh, my DPS are over here, the only person back here is, my diva, whatever. Everyone else is playing, back in corners. I know that I can risk it dropping a fire strike on you. And I'll, throw these in here, the animation cancels. Also, another little trick, and this one might take time to get. Once your hammer gets towards the middle of your screen, you can actually hit E instantly. That's an animation cancel on the end of the swing. So you're going to do about 175 damage there, as opposed to I'm doing 150, I'm going to back up, and all that exposure right there. Like it's going to take a little bit of practice to get it right. What I like to do is I'll drop in, if you do that little flick on it, and you bring it back, your hammer doesn't have to go all the way, because pretty much if I'm looking straight at you, if I'm angled like this, this is where the start of the hit is. So I can flick it in. Flick, throw back, hammer. There's 175. He'll generally only get about a fire or a hammer swing off, which is 75 per hit. I would think, honestly, hammer down all Brigidas. That's the only thing I can think of now. I can't think of counters for this bitch.
I had my shield ready, I could have survived it. But...
Yeah. She's such a crowd control, like, you gotta focus her down, always. But yeah, go into this fight, like, yeah, this is perfect. See, now you're playing that mental battle. You don't know who has hammer right now. This is like the first fight, technically. That shield's down for way too long in this fight. I don't like to get into brawls, because it's just gonna be... Everyone's very exposed. Yes, I have the opportunity to get into the back line, but... There you go. That's pretty nice. See, even holding it, if you hold that shield, honestly, half the time, you can get them with a bait by, like, a quick turn. I've been working on it more, especially on attack here. If I'm walking up here, if my shield starts to show cracks, I'll try and fake them out. I'll whip around back, and then flick back with the shield. Never let your shield break. That's a big thing that people do. I actually wrote down the numbers on paper.
I'm taking advantage of breaks for 5 seconds. Base up here.
Okay, so once you drop your shield, it's gonna take 2 seconds for it to start charging back up. You gain 200 barrier per second. If it's broken, the big difference is you can't bring it back up until 600 health on the barrier. So that's a lot of exposure right there. When I do my countdowns, I'd like to start at 5, and by now they know that once I hit 1, that means shield gone. So I'm counting it down. I'm going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's gone. They know on 1, it's gone. I'm not holding it up past that 1. And I mean, you could probably start... If you're going in ladder, you can just tell them, hey, I'm going to give you call-outs. Once I get around 200, I'm going to drop the shield. You can just tell them that before the match starts. They'll know right then. As you know your team, you can get lower with the numbers and monitor it better. But try not to let your shield break. Because, I mean, you lose the fight. You're screwed. Your team's screwed. I mean, that's 3 seconds of open. That's a hammer. That's barrage, diva bomb. Especially if they come in with a Sombra, you're double fucked. Fire strikes do 7% charge on your ult. If a Doomfist comes in, he'll try to go for your healers most of the time, or if he's stupid, he'll go for you. You'll learn a lot about back jumps. You don't always have to hold your shield up in fights. If I know this fight's not going well, I'm going to be doing this. I'm backing up. Just a jump shield, that's all. Yes, you're going to take a little bit of damage, but you gain an advantage for your healers in that. You're not going to generally die. Yeah, see, I fucked that one up.
In Overwatch, movement changes don't recalculate until you hit the ground. So like you move slower as, for example, Diva when you're shooting, or Orisa as you're shooting, or Winston, or Brigitte or Reinhardt when you have your shield up, Lucio when you're on heals versus speed, right? You move slower. But when you're in the air, it doesn't count. So if you're walking back and while you're standing, you don't have your shield up, and then when you jump, you have your shield in, you can theoretically bunny hop your way without losing any speed.
It also counts for going forward into a battle too. Because as you see me coming in like this, you're not going to go for a shatter. You're like, can I predict when that shield's going to go up? You don't always want to just jump, shield, jump, shield, jump, shield. Like, try and alternate it a little bit. I'm gonna jump in a little bit, walk, jump, jump, walk, jump, you know. Keep it unpredictable. Because if they see, oh, he's going up, I'm hammering, you know. You can sometimes catch it off guard. Doomfists come in, you're gonna learn this back jump thing. Always look for that circle in the center. If you block that way, it's not doing damage to your shield, to your friends. Just like the Winston bubble, it contains it. Blocks a Diva Bomb, Pharah ult. Obviously, anything that pierces, that's the only things that can really screw you. Moira Orb, Symmetra Orbs. If you get the cheeky McCree coming at you, this is why I play on a higher sensitivity than my DPS characters for tanks. It's all about being able to flick.
Here, kill me.
Hammer his ass.
Oh, are you going McCree?
This is actually a good example of the Genji up there. On certain maps, if they run a Widow, big thing is I'll just, you know, let her do her thing, jumps in, but I throw the occasional fire strike at her. Obviously, a Widow's not going to reflect it, but it kind of keeps her in check, and you can say to your DPS, hey, I need a little help with this Widow, and stick close to me, because if they peek past that shield, you'll notice a lot of Rhines do this stuff when defending points. Don't ever try to, like, wiggle walk around. Like, this right here, this movement, I used to do this a lot. You're not instilling any hope in your team of, this is where my shield's gonna be. I'll come up and I'll post on defense. You know, you can turn it, but don't wiggle walk. Never wiggle walk. Also, until you learn how to do good charges, alright, that's actually the example I want to show you. So you're coming up with a McCree's coming up on you. His whole goal, if he's getting close,
Oh my god.
goddamn game.
So what's his whole goal? When he gets close?
His goal.
Whoa!
I could actually explain this just through words here. His goal, he wants
I'm
to
gonna have
flash.
to go sort of soon though.
That's fine. I can fast track these. McCree wants to flashbang above your head. It drops your shield. It's gonna roll fan on you. When you see him getting close, flick your shield up. That's why you want to have a little bit of a higher sensitivity. Let me see what mine are. Winston's 10. My Earth? Oh, that seems high. 15. 15 for Rhine. And this was 600 DPI. I like to have that higher control for main tanks. Pharah, there's not much you can really do against. That's going to be on your team, but you can go for the lucky fire strike on her. Generally want to stay clear of Reapers. And again, this hasn't been tested out with his new buff because he pretty much destroys tanks, but try and let him get in close, do the shield jump, you know, just like against a Mei. Drop an occasional swing on her, back up, throw the shield, get him to want to run away. But if he starts peppering you, you're fucked. Reaper just kills all main tanks. If you're going against a soldier that's holding like a defensive point, just keep walking towards him. Let your shield do the work. You're closing the gap. Your whole goal is to get as close to him as possible. Once you get close enough, you know, you can drop a fire strike, hammer swing. He's running away. He's scared of you. Everyone's afraid of a giant shield walking at them. I don't know how many Sombras you'll see in Scrub Cup. And this is going to be a lot of awareness that you're going to have to learn through time. They're always going to be they're going to want to be behind you. So they stealthed in, threw their translocator in. Once you start to hear the noise or see those lines, flick in that direction with your shield. If you block her hack with your shield, you give her, I believe it gives her the cooldown, doesn't it, Walrus?
No, it's like with a shield.
It just stops it. Okay.
It stops it.
You're denying her that hack, which will wipe your team. Because you're the main line of defense for your team. Going Can we load back into a game? And I need a tracer. On King's Row, if possible. Or are we already in one? We aren't. Walrus Viva.
Eva. You dead?
Walrus, can you start it? Do you know how to do those menus? I'm not good at them. Like, we don't have to play full, like, max health or anything.
It's not letting me create a game, give me a sec.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's fucking out hard.
Walrus can actually confirm this next one. Tracer likes to harass tanks. Especially Reinhardt's. Reinhardt's hogs. Orissa's real bad. I get fucked by Orissa all the time.
We have to invite the rest of the team.
I think I added everyone. Let's see here. Oh. Invite, here we go. Victor. Do we lose Faz? Am I blind?
He's still on.
Yeah, he's already invited.
Oh, he's in? Okay. That might be why it wasn't showing up. I feel like we're missing someone. I don't have Dublek, I don't think. Dublek? I don't know how to say it.
It's double.
Okay. Yeah. Put Walrus, you go again. I want you against me. So we're gonna demonstrate like a tracer kind of interaction.
I'm gonna invite Dublek.
Yes. Social invitations accept. Invite. Boom. Okay. Now I want you to farm your ult. Majority of the time, the tracer is not going to be great. I think we need hero limits.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah. The fuck?
Was that a TeamSpeak noise?
I just heard like Steam.
I just
Yeah,
had
that
a
was Steam.
notification, but
Steam,
okay.
okay.
I can't
Well,
figure out
checking
how
my
that
messages.
through my speakers.
That was.
I was like, do I have Steam running? I was like, no. I
Yeah,
don't.
I was sitting here like I haven't opened Steam in like fucking months. Why is that going off? So let's let him get a pulse bomb here.
Oh, whoops.
Honestly, what you were doing there against a tracer, especially when it's in overtime, I'm very guilty of doing. Here, back up. I don't want to kill you. But if I'm like on the cart and I know, damn it, I didn't mean kill me. Basically, endlessly flail. If it's a closed-in area and it's a tracer going around, flail around. 360s, you'll eventually tag her in that closed-in.
Ah, my bad.
You're like most tracers you'll go against at lower ranks. What are you at? Oh
God.
shit!
Actually, I'm sorry, I didn't think I'd actually hit you.
Why am I hearing
Stop
Steve?
sending me Steam edit mode.
Who is that coming from?
Oh
I
my
was
God.
supposed to actually tackle you!
Those are the pins that I love. Where it's like, what the fuck? Where'd they come
Those
from?
are the pins that I hate.
Oh, I live for those. I tell you. All right, let me know when you have bomb again, and don't just throw it.
My bad. Can't have it.
Okay, so this area is a great example to show this. I know a tracer's coming in. Just toss it on the outside of my shield here, okay? Like on the right. I couldn't do it there. If it's on the outside, like say it's on the left side here, I can actually turn that into this wall. And it's not going to do damage to anybody at this point. You're effectively just putting it off the map. A trick that used to work, you could drop it into a wall, drop your shield, and it would drop off the map. Let's go ahead and get your ult again, because sometimes you'll get the ones that will actually stick your shield. Do it. Shoot me, bitch. Wars. Oh, what the fuck? How dare you? I was trying to demonstrate something, dude. Now I gotta go
I was
find
trying
out.
to figure out how to tell you that I had my ult already without saying anything.
Yeah, actually, the hog is a good one. I need to get some more health here, because I think this still damages you a little. It's been a while since I've actually had to pull this off. Usually I just get stuck from behind, and I'm like, well, I'm fucked. But a lot of the times you'll get a tracer that comes straight in. And if you're playing like this, you know, you're flailing around, she'll stick this... You're going to want to put it on the center of my shield, okay?
Going on the middle?
Yeah, like right in the middle.
Okay, here we go.
Drop it. Drop it, back up.
Map or what happened?
No. I dropped it off of my shield.
Okay,
This is
it's on
the
the ground.
Yeah, this is the same thing for Hanzo arrows. This is like a fun little trick you can do to fuck with Hanzos. Like, if you get a radar on the side, like a corner of your shield, walk that thing off, and just drop it nowhere. He's now relaying back in this corner where no one is. It's a fun little thing to fuck with Hanzos there. But it works for Tracer Bomb too. Once you get stuck, drop, jump back, and shield. So you're like doing a quick jump back and rotate where it landed. And you're gonna have to react on which side it was. Going against Junkrats, depending on your headphones, you can generally tell where he's ulting from. Like, I can't remember if it was against you guys, but we had a Junkrat that flanked us up here. He was sitting in this room. I heard his audio cue, and I knew it takes about 1 second for it to start rolling. He's going to come off that corner, fire strike a tire. It takes it out in one hit, or generally you can keep backing up and track it. Like in lower elos, they don't really jump that much. And if you miss it, well, you better be able to flail your mouse around. That's another reason to have a higher sense of rhyme. Like, you're just trying to block it. They try to get it through your shield, but if you're, you know, moving faster, it's harder for them to do it. Reinhardt v. Reinhardt. This is one that requires communication with your team. When they charge at you, I will always countercharge. Always. Because it puts both of you on the ground. Usually you're going to have a Zarya in a Rein kind of setup. So she'll be able to bubble you, and your team knows. Like, I'm saying, countercharge Rein. They know to focus the two bodies down on the ground. They're going to hit the red one. Once he's down, you can win the fight. They have no shield, besides a D.Va or whatever their off tank is. Occasionally you'll run into a Bastion. Again, this is going to require having your team. Get as close as you can with your shield. Zarya bubble or D.Va defense matrix you in, charge, pin them against the wall. They're dead. That's a one-hit kill right there. Also, if you get a Torb, especially on this map, in gold, they'll put a turret right here. I've seen this quite a bit. Turret right by this phone booth, it's shooting in. And if you have a clear opening, charge that. If you charge it, you do 175 damage to it, and you stun the turret for 2 seconds. Alternately, if it's in the path, if you hammer down on it, it will do the regular 50 damage of the shatter, and it'll stun it for 3 seconds. So you have plenty of time, to take them out.
No.
But the big thing you're going to face a lot as Rein is facing another Rein. Occasionally you'll get an Orisa, which, honestly, that's one of the easier battles. You just keep pushing into the Orisa. I mean, she's not... What's she going to do? Grab you back, throw your shield up, continue walking, and then just lay the hammer down. And once she's going to fortify in this fight, so just do that rotate method that you do with a grab ball. Just keep spinning around her, jump back and forth, be as unpredictable as possible. Winston dives. Walrus, go with Winston for me. And we're gonna play this like a new Scrub Cup kind of dive, okay? So you're not sitting there going, I'm gonna dive the back line, right? You're like, oh, I'm gonna go to the first thing I see. Just, give me a high trajectory on this jump. So I'm watching. Fire strike in, hammer. You're gonna win this fight every time. You don't really need a shield. See, he's out. He's done. You're gonna win that fight. I'm at 362 out of 500. You can use this as a great anti-dive. I love running Reins against Winston. If you get it right and throw that fire strike in and then hit him with the hammer as he comes in, you're at 175 damage on him. He's fucked. That fight's lost for him. He wants to get out as fast as possible. Obviously, he probably has a diva with him if it's dive, and this is something that you'll notice when you're running defense with an Orisa. Most of the time, a diva will dive straight in, while the Winston has to take an arch, like an arch jump. Orisa's usually just like they'll try and counter pull with a halt. They'll usually shoot it straight at the Winston, but the diva's going to eat it. You're going to want to throw things off to the side. With a fire strike, you're kind of just hoping that it hits, but it's not a big deal if it doesn't, because you can win this 1v1 very easily. Just don't sit there and go, oh no, I'm low on health, I'm putting my shield up. Because he's piercing me. I'm done in this fight. Be aggressive as Rein. Don't be afraid to swing the hammer. Same goes with if you run into a Symmetra. Big thing is, don't let her get beam charge off of you. She's going to come in at your shield. Just start swinging instantly. You're going to take her out in like 3 hits, I believe it is. An advanced kind of move that takes a lot of practice. If the enemy team's running a Mercy, say someone died right here, she's up top, she's going to fly in, I'm charging the dead body. She's going to get hit in that pin. Worst case, you're going to bump her and cancel the res, or you're going to pin her and kill her. Alternately, you could hammer down, but that's kind of a waste when you can just do it something on cooldown. I just saw Sim. I have PTSD. I only lost 105 in that fight.
I mean, I was getting shot too.
Ow. Well, I mean, I do 225, I believe it is, in 3 hits. Because shields count as health. It's not like armor. It doesn't cancel. Just don't let her get a lot of that charge off. She gets away, throw a fire strike at her, and just keep advancing on her. Only put up your shield if you know you're pretty much screwed in this fight. That covers a lot of Rein there. Any questions on that? Oh, if you have a Zarya, what the fuck? Why are these going? Oh, you did. Okay.
I'm just restarting it so it doesn't.
Yeah. If you have a Zarya on your team, a lot of them will be like, "Oh, I'm gonna bubble you. Drop your shield." If you know that like your team is kind of damaged, you can keep your shield up. You will still get the Zarya charged, because generally enemy teams are gonna focus at the Rein in the center. and the bubble actually peeks through. I mean, if you
Hey, do
know...
Do me a favor.
Don't come.
Hold on, let me get healed.
Fully join in.
Let me build up charge. Alright.
Oh, I know what you're doing. Yeah, let him get EMP. This is actually a tricky move to learn. Don't kill him. Yeah, just pepper me and shit like that.
Oh, hey, we got all 6. Cool.
Oh, look at this fucker.
Okay.
Okay. So let's pretend we're holding point here. Most Sombras are gonna stealth, throw their translocator in above, and then EMP. This is gonna screw you. If a Sombra EMPs a Rhine shield, it's broken. So once I see her coming in, drop your shield. Because you're gonna get in this fight, you're gonna put damage in on her, and then once it's done, your shield's 2,000 ready to go. You can also, once you learn how a Sombra plays, it's gonna be really helpful on Orisa. Drop your Fortify before she ults and throw a shield straight into the air.
Hey, actually, let's do this too. Okay.
Oh, you want me to go Orisa?
Yeah, we'll do that next, but let me show something else too.
What am I saying, Ryan?
Oh, never mind. Let me not.
Don't you scatter me. Oh, you fuck! Actually, I'm full of health now. That's fine. Did you want me on Ryan, or did you want me to go Orisa?
You go, Orisa.
You want Orisa? You cut.
Please stop. Hey, go, Orisa. Please stop killing me.
Leave him alone.
Alright, we're gonna try 2 things at the same time here. Go, Orisa, and come here.
Are we doing where I'm putting my shield when you EMP? So it still lands?
Shield in a wall.
Or...
Partially in a wall.
What?
I don't know if they patched this or not, but it's partially in a wall.
What? Yeah, you keep cutting for me.
I think he wants
What
you
did
to
you
do
do? Partially in a wall. I think that should work. Now, Victor, bubble yourself. Okay. So the first thing, Victor's now has 40 charge. If you EMP with a bubble, it counts as breaking the bubble and gives him charge. And there used to be a bug, I guess they must have fixed it, where if a Orisa shield was partially in a wall, it wouldn't get destroyed by EMP.
I think that's about if I placed it right here. That's center point.
Victor still had his shield as well. His area shield.
Pepper me.
No, it went away. I didn't want to.
Oh, it did?
Mhm.
I guess it just
It deletes it, but it counts as breaking. You know, you're dying. You're dying too.
Torb turrets, that's another thing. You might encounter that as like a Winston and a dive. Torb turrets are gonna aggro the first thing they see. Orisa can do this. If it's in that back corner, throw your shield in. It's gonna... Damn it, bitch.
Deleted it.
Yeah. It's gonna aggro my shield all the time. So your team, if my shield's here, his turret's there, it's gonna be focusing right here. My team can come around, as long as they're further back than the top of this, they can take out a Torb turret. That's something I forgot to take over. And like a Winston, dive, bubble in, it's gonna try and shoot the Winston, if I remember correctly. I don't know if they changed it. It either sticks on the bubble, or it goes for Winston inside the bubble.
It goes for Winston inside the bubble.
Okay, yeah. That's right. We talked about that last night, didn't we?
Yeah.
Holy, you can hop in here also if you want. I want to get Walrus a EMP here. So this is going to be kind of an advanced trick. I'm going to show you without the hack. Okay. So if I'm defending as Orisa, okay, I have my shield down, 8-second cooldown. There's a Sombra coming through. I know what she has. Once I see that translocator go up, I want to throw my shield up there and fortify. I have a shield here, I can play around to take her out. Because if this is up in the air, She can't destroy that. Once it lands, that's when it gets destroyed. That's when it can break. And also,
when it's off cooldown, throw it up in the air.
go ahead and you know, stand in that doorway like.
I'll just EMP when you throw it. It'll be easier that way.
Well, I'm gonna like show the you want to fortify and everything too, because you're gonna tell when a Sombra has it. She acts a certain way. She's trying to flank you always. I fucked that one up real bad. But you want to try and flick straight up, hit that E, throw it in the air. If you know you're gonna need it fast, like Anubis is a big one, you can try and angle it real quick and protect just a little bit. You're not gonna get a great amount. It all depends on the angle you throw it. It's very kind of.
You keep throwing it so I can EMP.
Oh, I thought we just fucking did it. Okay, I'm ready. So it's gonna come back down. I'm fighting her now.
You are half health.
Yeah, but my shield's there, for my team at least. So that's a big one. You wanna.
Look at input lag. It's killing me.
That's one that's gonna be a trick to learn through time. You're not gonna get it right away because it's all about reading how your enemy plays. If you ever are holding this point and they have a McCree, your shield breaks or he flanks up here, don't go for this fight. Now, if you shoot, there's resistance. You lose like speed resistance here. You're half speed. It's best to turn and run against the McCree. Just fortify, run away. You aren't going to win that war ever. Orissa's hitbox for her head is kind of big. So, always avoid that fight. Oddly enough, you can disrupt a Widow. So usually you're going to be playing here, Widow's going to stay on Cinema over there. You know, she's just, I'm peppering away. Just shoot at her. Yeah, you're a projectile and it's very inaccurate out there, but you're going to put pepper shots on her. One will hit, that throws her aim off quite a bit. So she's not really going to be lined up for her fights ever. You know, if they take a high ground on you, grab out, pull them in. Yeah, just try and keep it. A soldier will definitely do that. You want to pull a soldier off of high ground. Always. Never let them have high ground on you.
That a Torb golden hammer?
He's a fucking legend.
That's amazing. I want to be you.
Again, Reaper. He's a hard counter to all tanks. Just try to avoid the fight. If he comes in, you know, shoot him, pull him back with halt. Keep your distance, and just keep backing up. Once he's pulled back, you keep backing up a little more. By the time he can get past your shield, you have another one, and your grab's on in 8 seconds. So you might be able to pull him again. It's gonna be. Pull him back. Honestly, that's combos you like to go for. Other ones that will take time. Hooli and I have actually been working on these. He'll tell me he has barrage. I need another shield tank. Like, you can combo this with Tracer, Pharah. If you're cheeky, you can get a Diva Bomb properly. Reaper ult's good. Anyone that does a high damage in a very closed-in area kind of thing. You essentially have Zarya's ult on a cooldown. A lot of people tend to keep their ult going in a straight line. Usually you'll be going against another shield. So your goal is to actually try and pull them above. What was the range? I wrote it down. Maybe I didn't write it down. I think it might be 6. I think it's like 6 meters, but you can throw above a Rhine shield, pull them up. Did you see how he really did not have any side movement there once he was up in the air? This is a good stall thing. So this is an example of a V you want to do. good practice is against a Zenyatta. So we'll say, oh fuck, he's dead. Come back out here, Walrus. Just don't grab or anything. Just stand still. Oh, don't kill them. Okay. Why, Walrus? Why?
I'm trying to build my ult.
Oh, I don't want you to build all right now.
Every time I go in there, though, I get killed.
Let's not kill Walrus for this, because I want to demonstrate like a thing that you can get your teammates to do, to like help you as Orisa. So don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. Leave him alone. You'll get health. Just everyone stand off to the side here, and I'll just get Walrus in the center. This is just a little thing that you can start to do. You always want to grab above with the halt. I like to pull off to an angle because now he's pulled in this V motion and you can start to get tracking with this. The higher you pull it, you can follow them up and follow them down. You can burn a Zenyatta just by that motion. So he's pulled and now he's stuck going down in a very slight slope. He only has so much movement side to side. And it's going to take a lot of practice, you know. It's really good to do with Zenyatta for practice. Just if you have someone who doesn't mind getting killed repeatedly. Just always think about pull to the side, you can track it up, and then follow him down. You're going to at least get a couple shots on him, and that's going to be able to get you into this fight against, like, a Reaper or whatever. If you're holding this point, and you'll probably run into it a lot, Junkrats. This also counts for Eichenwald. We tend to play Eichenwald a little more forward, like at that first car. And I'll throw my shield at an angle so it covers both defensive entrances. Ideally, you want to play it back past the car, like around the trunk. So I'm playing it back. If my shield's getting busted and they're pushing through, I have that quick turnaround to get around a corner. You're not going to solo everyone as Orisa. You have a high chance of...
I wasn't AFK, I could stop that.
That I actually made a mistake that a lot of Orisas do. If you hear that in the back, a lot of people will try and like throw a grab off to the side without thinking to pull them away. Oops, shit, I just pulled that into my healers. We're dead. So, try not to grab, just like you don't want to Lucio boop a Reaper ult. Just try and run away, throw a shield if you hear that. Hope your team survives in a way. If you know it's safe, you can pull it up or away. But he has a massive radius on that. Against Tracers.
You want me to go Tracer now?
This is a hard one to demonstrate because Tracer can melt tanks. Generally, what you want to do, you fight her, back yourself into a corner, and give yourself a bubble. You know, try and close yourself in a corner against a Tracer. Because now she's only going to have this little sight line. You know, imagine there's a wall behind me. I'm going to be able to grab her and stick her. She's going to be stuck in this area for about a second. So
what hero are you talking about?
Against a Tracer. Like I want to. You just want to turtle yourself.
I feel like that makes it easier for her to aim, though.
I mean, well, we're thinking of like we're only talking up through 2400. I'd guess is probably the average of Scrub Cup.
I mean, all of them are though, because like then she's just gonna hit all her shots.
Right, but
like think about it, you're not moving.
If she's running in to this corner, I have the ability to throw it down and pull her back. And if I do it right, I can track her during the pull. So she'll at least be low health, and she'll probably want to play aggressive if she's already burned her recall. No shit, I'm like half out of this. But I'll see. It's always going to be a really hard battle against Tracers. You have the ability to headshot. That's a big thing. That's your only saving grace in that battle. Generally, you're going to lose against Tracers. Most tanks will. Besides Rhines that flail endlessly. But yeah, Junkrat, just play near corner.
Can't do anything.
Mei is a very tough battle. A good Mei is going to be monitoring your cooldowns because she's there to pretty much fuck you over as the tank. So you need to play it smart, fortify to get away, grabs, throw shields to pull her back. If you put headshots into most Meis, 90% of the time they're going to instantly cryo freeze because they get scared. You'll get the ones that are smart, and they'll like hold it for a little bit, but by then you're still backing up, and you're throwing another shield, grab out again. Wow, her legs look really weird. Covered Widow. If I don't know if Anubis is in your hero pool. I like to run a Orisa on defense for first point. You always take that like high ground and you're playing there. A lot of the times they're gonna run a dive against you. You'll get a D.Va. Her main job at the start of those battles is to fly in, defense matrix, fly through, displace your team from the shield. So that way, you are like you're spread out here. She will knock you as Orisa. If you see her pulling this, fortify. Or alternately, as she's diving in, throw your grab off to the side and pull her off her dive. That also works for the Winston dives. Orisa's pretty good on anti-dive. It's all about just getting it right, because they're going at a fast speed, and you need to compensate for where they're going to be, and where you can still pull them. D.Va bombs, you can block it. A lot of D.Vas will watch your shield. Ryan's, all the tanks are really going to be watching for an Orisa shield. I'm always telling these guys, burn shield if I'm Ryan, because I have hammer. If they throw a new one, I know they're on an 8-second cooldown. If we can burn that instantly, like, Walrus already has this at 300, and that was at like 3 seconds. So if we can burn that shield, I'm hammering down, or D.Va bomb. If the D.Va sucks, someone type something. Can you pull a flying D.Va bomb? Yes. You can also pull junk tire. But that one's kind of tough. Most D.Vas, like I said, are in this range are just going to do a straightforward throw. Like straightforward. You can watch it come in, throw your shield, block it. It's done. You will encounter the ones that do throw it in the air. This is going to be trouble for Orisa. Ryan has a huge advantage with this because you can tilt your shield up. But once you see that starting to go in the air, I'm backing out and I'm putting it on a corner where it's covered. Like, always call out what your shield is if they're running a D.Va. If I hear a D.Va bomb is Winston, I'll say no shield. Everyone needs to, like, they'll run once they hear no shield. Also, if your shield breaks in a fight, fortify. That move right there also is a big one. Grav ball a D.Va getting demeched. Once she starts to get ejected, usually they're going to be holding back to try and get a really far launch. I'm going to throw it right into their mech and pull them right back in. They aren't going to get away in this fight. See, I'm just going to win this D.Va fight every time. I didn't have grab ball there, though. Orisa is very anti. You trying to get bombed?
I'm trying to get bombed, but every time I go in there, I got 6 people shooting me.
Okay, I thought we were demonstrating. Look.
A 6v1? I think we know how 6v1s go.
I'm not sure if we do. We should run in and try it a few more times.
Okay,
let me get a little health here. Go to the attacker entrance, Choke.
Oh.
Well, we'll just simulate it like it's a defense here.
I want to dull from my spot.
Yeah, well, that's a cheeky spot. See, most Orisas are going to be playing here. You know, I'm watching. I know what's coming. So, Oh no! I didn't have my shield in time. I was fucked. So maybe they changed it. You can't pull a D.Va bomb anymore. Because it didn't work there. But you generally want to try and just play your shield. Keep backing up when you see it coming in. The air ones are the toughest. You have this arch. So if you throw that shield down back around your supports, you still have a little bit of overhang on your shield to try and block it. Always aim for headshots with D.Va, or face shots for her shit. A big thing you're gonna learn with Orisa is your bubble dance. A lot of characters you're gonna be running a bubble against. So they're always gonna try and come into you from the start. So let's see. So a D.Va's always gonna be trying to come in. She's gonna DM. I'm on the backside of my bubble here. I'm always playing this bubble. Pull her back. You can always just... You throw people off their game when you bubble dance. Yes, you can take damage from one side, but if she's on the inside of this shield, she's more susceptible to die in the end. Because your team's peppering her.
Is your Orisa sensitivity the same as your Ryan and Winston, or lower, or same as your like regular?
For me, I run 15. Same as Ryan. Just because I'm used to that, like, quick flick on tanks. Like, I'll like to flick down and throw a shield if someone's being aggressive on me and I need, you know, to get away. Like, I always like to be able to flick really quick and then be right back where I need to shoot. Go Lucio for me. Throw me a Lucio if you can. A lot of people don't know this trick. Watch, with my luck, they probably changed it.
Oh shit!
I wasn't watching.
Nice.
See, that was one of those oh shit moments where normally if I had both hands on the keyboard at the time, and I wasn't taking a drink, I'd say, no shield. Once I hear the start of nerf this. I know it's generally going to take, I believe it's 2.5 seconds? It might be 3.
Yeah, it used to be 4.
You can hear the audio cues of when it's starting to explode. You can generally know when your shield's going to be ready. And this works for Winston too. Just say no shield. Your team, they really shouldn't expect you to be blocking D.Vas all the time. It's just a risk of running this comp. Let's say we are on Ilios Well. Yeah, I just need your boobs actually. So just stand behind me. No, behind me. Lucio's whole goal always, I'm shooting across the way. I'm safe. Notice how I didn't go far there? Now do it without me shooting.
Oh wow.
See that? You actually cancel movement. You get a movement reduction on all movement, boops included. That's why if you're ever on Ilios Well or Lighthouse also, and you're playing that side, never stop shooting. So if I'm going in, and I know I have to reload, I'm going to start backing around to the corner. Make it so I'm covered on my backside and Lucio can't get a boop off on me. Or, worst case, drop a Fortify if you hear him skating around. Because you're always going to have that speed reduction. He just can't move you as much as he wants to. That's why a lot of people tend to play, like, into the point. Like, say this corridor is the well. Here's the entrance on the side. A lot of people will, like, oh, I'm going to play right up on it. Because they're going to have to come close to me. And I can just throw my grab ball. I like to play right at the entrance on Ilios Well. I'm back. Yes, Lucio can come in a little bit, but he's going to be less likely to hit me into the well over there. And you're always tend to be moving a little more. Like, I track a little better when I'm walking a bit with Orisa. I don't know, that's like a personal thing for me. But I'm always having a little bit of movement, so I'm going to have that resistance of a jump, just because I've been put in the well so much. Like, if you come up behind me and give me a boop, I'm just, you know, doing my thing. I'm always throwing them off because I'm moving. You know, you add in that damage or the speed reduction, he's never putting you in the well. And Pharah can't even do it either. Going against Anna's, that's a good one. You can always hear the start of her sleep cue. She'll generally be playing a little bit further back, but you can usually hear it. Drop a Fortify, so she can't sleep you, and I mean, that's a pretty long cooldown if I remember correctly. Oh god, I don't know where this is.
You're okay.
Yeah, fine.
I'm looking at my chart on other tanks. Roadhog. Never fortify into a whole hog. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, I'm reducing damage."
Yeah, you
are screwing yourself, because the closer you are to the center of that ult, the more damage is getting done, and you can't get pushed back. Even as Rein, if I know I'm in a dangerous spot against a whole hog, I'll do a shield jump to get myself pushed out of the fight, because he's pumping tons of damage into my shield. Just never, ever deal with that shit with Roadhog. It also, if a Roadhog hooks, like, your Zenyatta, quickly throw an orb, like, back behind him or in front of where whoever got hooked is gonna be. You're gonna, like, pull them away from getting killed. Also, you can do this as Winston. You can dive in and, because you have a lot more health than, like, an Anna or something. You can jump in, bump him away with your landing. Oh, I thought I predicted that. Like I said, Rein via Orisa it's kind of a toss-up. It all depends on their Rein. A lot of the times, you'll get a Rein that likes to charge in, and I can pretty much tell how they're gonna act, and you'll get this through playing Rein yourself. If I'm holding here, I'll sit here and say, play back from me, because I have a feeling he's gonna charge in. Drop a Fortify on him. Once I wake up here... God, Junkrat, ew. Oh my god, would you stop? Let me just be on the ground here. If a Rein's charging in, I'm putting this up, I'm shooting into his face the whole way in, and you're generally gonna be... His head's gonna be lowered when he's charging. So he's gonna come up, and by the time he's here, you're just trying to pepper. Once his head comes up, he's gonna just be taking a face full of bullets, and you win. Their fight's done. The only thing that really would help with that for him would be like a Zarya. But I always fortify a charge. Or alternately, if you don't have it, you can quickly throw a grab off to the side of him to try and just throw him into this car here. So I know he's going to be coming in close, so I'll throw it at the ground, and it'll pull him off course. I mean, alternately, you can pull him up in the air, but it's a little more dangerous for your team, because now he has that option to, do that little bit of turn, and oh shit, Mercy slammed into the wall back here. And that's on you at that point. Like I said, with Winston's, you can easily win a Winston fight. Just counter his jump in. He's going to be scared out of that fight then. If he comes in, just fortify, shoot him in the face. He's going to be more scared of you. Most Winstons that I go against as Orisa, they'll come in, and for some reason, once you start shooting them, they'll drop a bubble, and you're in the bubble with him. So it's like, okay, why did you do that? You can win that 1v1 very easily, because you have a lot more shields, especially if they don't do the alternating punch thing. A big one for this point, if they run an attack Zarya, you'll notice a lot. Most Zaryas are pretty aggressive. So they're going to want to use their personal bubble first. I believe that's actually on a faster cooldown by like 1 second, if I remember correctly.
Zarya?
Yeah. Isn't theirs shorter?
I think the personal's longer.
Personal's 10 seconds, secondary is 8 seconds.
Okay. So, generally what they're going to try and do, they're going to try and burn their bubble first. They'll walk through that choke, and you're just going to be peppering in. They're like, oh, I'm getting all this alt charge. Throw an orb out there. Or a grab ball, so you can pull her back into the fight once her barrier breaks. And you can wipe her again. Zarya is a very crucial target to kill in this game. When she's full charge, I think she's the second most damage. She's in the top 3 once she's full charge. She can wipe a whole goddamn team. You always want to lock down a Zarya, especially if you know they have high charge. Use your grab ball, shout it out that you're pulling, and you can coordinate this with your, if you run a hog, and that goes with putting a grab ball above them. I'll try and throw it past a Rhine shield to get to the people behind it and pull them up into the air. Holy knows to look for, like I say, I'm going for grab. He's looking above. He throws that hook out once he sees it in that area. He'll pull someone past that shield and they're down in the fight. Or at least
Don't
someone's
aim
overextended.
directly at the ball, aim to the side of it that the person's on. If you aim directly at the ball, they don't get pulled there, they get pulled to like the outer edges.
For the hook or the ball?
For if you're aiming at the ball. So like if they pull somebody, like if you shoot your ball out and somebody's on the right, then it's gonna pull them, but it's gonna pull to the right side of the ball. So don't shoot at the ball, shoot to the right side of the ball.
Oh,
See what I'm saying?
because like it bunches them together.
Yeah, like they're not on
Yeah.
the ball, they're like on the edges of the ball.
Yeah, okay.
So that goes with anybody aiming at the ball. Like when I play Orisa, I do the same thing. I'll put the ball out, but I'll shoot the side of the ball that I know the person's gonna be on.
Morris, can you make another one? So I can go. I want to go over healers because you can actually do a lot to healers
Healers.
and Symmetra.
Ew.
A lot of people think you're fucked against Symmetra. You really.
She's a bad
very
hero, don't
easy to
play
kill.
her.
But I mean, you're
Bad.
gonna run into her in lower elos. Like, I know.
Clara.
Don't
Easy.
take this as an insult. I know Faz is in bronze, and I have had bronze, like accounts in bronze that I'm just screwing around with. 90% of my games are the fucking Symmetra. Symmetra Torb. It's very strong down there. So
Let's
I would
play
have.
Clara. Easy peasy.
Well, if you're playing tank, God,
Play Orisa.
is Walrus
to-
dead. Oh my god, I don't know how to make these.
Play Bastion, he's a tank.
That's a big one. Winston. If you're playing Winston, fuck Bastion. Don't go near him. You lose. Even if you ult, you lose. Rhine, you need coordination with your off tank to take out a Bastion. Like, you have to coordinate things. Junkertown, you might get a pirate ship kind of setup where they drop an Orisa and a Bastion on it. I like to run Orisa on that map, especially on the first point. Grab them off the cart. Because they're going to want to... That's their safe haven. They're like, I'm safe on the ship. So they're always going to get back up, try and run back over, reset up. Hogs are good for breaking pirate ships. Sombra. Like, Hog can just pull him straight off if he gets a good flank.
Genji's good.
Genji's
He's not a
great.
tank.
Genji's great. I've actually been seeing a lot of success with Reaper.
Against pirate ship?
Yeah. Like, he
The
just
team
goes
isn't like
in.
bots, it won't work. Cause like, you can't get close, and then when you get close, if they don't do anything, then any hero works. But if they do something, then like Reaper's not great.
I don't know if I got everyone here. Did I? I think I did.
Yeah, I'm not here. Oh, I am. I
Hey,
lied.
you're already in, dude.
I lied. I'm sorry.
I'm
No.
not.
Oh shit. Did I?
They're making a new
I don't know if I
Shaq.
accepted your thing yet. Did I accept your thing?
Thank you, Victor.
Ah, yeah. Sorry, I'm still learning the names and everything.
They're making a new Shaq Fu game.
That's disgusting. I don't want to hear that.
It's pretty stupid.
Are they really?
yeah.
Oh my god. Are they
I
gonna
thought
call
it
it
was a joke.
Wait, who's? Is it still Shaq? Is he like
Yeah,
still
it's
doing
Shaq Fu, like
it?
it's still Shaq.
Shaq
So
too.
dumb.
Let me make sure it wasn't on April Fools. I'm pretty sure it was legit.
Whoops, not saved.
I gotta find the trailer.
Okay, if this is not right, oh, I need to do all heroes. How do I do that? Heroes. Hero roster?
No, it'll be
No.
under
General?
modes.
Where'd it go? I
Modes.
found
What
it.
the fuck? Skirmish? No. All.
It's not under modes. Check
No
it.
limits. I
Hero
think it's
limit.
called.
Hero limit off, right?
Yeah.
Limit rolls off. We'll just fucking wing this. I can hear Walrus is tired.
No, I'm good. I didn't want to play the PvE. Like the one day I got.
Well,
Okay, yeah,
you're
the sequel
in-
video came out on the 2nd of February, so it's legit.
So,
Shaq 2 A Legend is Reborn.
who is your guys' healer?
Me and Knock.
Enoch.
Unless I get bumped to DPS again.
But that Krovek was bumped to DPS.
I'm on the other team. That's
No, I was when we had Jesus sub.
Krovek and Dumbass.
Okay, wait. Who's the healers? I'm sorry.
The Black and Inox.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull. Do you guys run like a Mercy setup or?
I do Mercy or Moira.
Okay, so you're the main healer here. I'm gonna put you on the other team real quick. I hope I didn't just fuck everything up for you.
No, I'm fine.
All right. I want you on Mercy, definitely.
Yay.
So let's just come out here into the open, like right out front of main door here. Don't kill me.
Not working.
Oh, dumbass! Why aren't you fucking playing more hit scans, dude?
What are you talking about?
What's your DPS? What are they trying to put you on?
Junkrat Fire?
Put this man on more hit scan people. He can do it. Trust me.
Don't listen to him.
He's dumbass Hanzo main.
His Hanzo's a beast. Run Zarya with it. I'm telling you. Okay. Somebody come out here in the open for me. Fuck. Oh no! Don't kill me to fart. Just don't kill me. We'll just Dub, let's put you up on this step here. Walrus, just stand right out in the open. Not other way around. Walrus, come down. So, okay. You're dead. Mercy's gonna try and come in here. Really, Holy?
I didn't realize you were doing something with Mercy.
Oh my god. This is what I deal with.
Oh, right there. I was gonna get you.
Let's reset this. Because
Get
this is actually a really important move against Mercy.
Marcy?
Holy fucking stop! Alright, we're gonna
I'm finally feeling good
break
today.
this shield. Break this shield for me and come out here. Alright, yeah, you're a thing. Okay. He's dead. You're coming in for a heal. Go ahead and go in.
Kill Widows.
I whiffed it.
Oh, it's still on cooldown. Fuck.
Oh, okay. That actually works out better. So we can retry this. If Holy doesn't fucking kill everyone.
I'm only killing Widows. What?
Oh my God.
What? Mercy, don't make me do this.
Whoa, that went right
Started
above my
it.
face. So if it's
I'm
an
gonna be honest. I was aiming for the widow. You stepped in the way.
I didn't move.
all right, so you just lost an important person on your team. You're like, we need to res this. Go ahead and go in. Pull a Mercy away from a res. If you pull her away,
Break
that?
res.
It'll blow the cooldown. I won't have that anymore.
Dumbass, you can do that with
And-
Boom with Farah too.
yep. Farah's great. Like I said, with the Rhine charge, if you know they're gonna go in for it, charge that dead body, because you're likely either gonna bump her out of the way or pin her. I mean, divas can go in. I think Lucio has the ability to boot
Yeah,
away.
anybody that
so-
can move her far
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
You just have to do it like kind of early so she actually moves far enough during that time period.
So am I the only one that thinks that Julius and Dumbass sound just about the exact same?
We're the
That's
same
me.
person. Not really.
Totally.
I don't think we sound the same.
No.
Now that
Oh,
you're
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
now that you're Arissa, I can show you how Orissa's battle. So, all right, we have our shields down. Putting shield down.
I got bamboozled.
Going in. I'm gonna play advanced here. Oh no, I'm fortifying. I'm up in your face now. You're gonna get scared usually.
No.
I know I can successfully lay down headshots. Play aggressive on another Orisa. See how my shield is in yours? I've taken the zone here. Always get advanced on another Orisa. If you come in first, usually, I'm on the defensive, and I'm playing into your shield right now. Generally, you want to watch their cooldowns. Watch if you break their shield first, or if they break yours. I'll fortify. I'll just keep peppering your shield. You'll throw another one down. Then I'm gonna get aggressive, throw it past yours, and push you back. Your fortify would run out before mine, so worst case, I can pull you back further. And Orissa's head hitbox is ridiculously big. Like, Widows can actually hit you from behind with a headshot. It's so stupid. This is what I did a lot at first, when I was learning it. I didn't put my shield up far enough. You want to create that little bubble in between the shields. That's your zone. When you're out against a Moira, what the fuck? Ow. Is that you? Ow. Okay, that's you. I thought that was Holy at first. You're going against a Moira, try not to let her be advanced on you. Try and back your shield up or pull her back past your shield, because she's gonna be trying to damage you. She can't get that health meter off of your shield. She can only get it off of you. So try and deny her of that. Symmetras, it's all about seeing they're coming in for an attack, grab them back, shoot, replace your shield, fight her.
Oh my god.
Her hitbox is actually shit. Like, you can always win. See, I commanded the zone there.
Fuck! I'm sorry. I shot Walrus in the feet.
Who's off the team?
He said I'm off the team. Yo, my Widow's nutty, dude. I don't actually know how to play her.
Is this shield bot graph? Like, can you pull people
Like a grapple? Yeah. Like if you... That's why you always want to throw above a shield. Like all shields. If you put yours down, I'm going above you. See? That's really big thing to learn against other Orissas. See? Especially on this map, you have that Widow. You'll see a lot of Widows in comp. If I can pull you past that shield, generally my Widow will be watching for that. And that's an easy headshot. Orissa's an easy headshot for Widow. I think it's gonna start shifting more on this map. You're gonna see more Rhine, I think. Just because it's not really a huge vertical map. Your big threat is Widow here. Widow Junkrat. That's your big threat. Pharah, obviously. But if you're running like a Rhine kind of comp, you're gonna have usually a hit scan. Probably a defense Widow. And I know if you're in lower ranks, you hear Widow, you get scared. But that's honestly your best line of defense. Hope that they're good. At least in solo queue. When you're on a team, you start to know what people...
Sorry, I ran out of...
When you know I'm on Widow, you know I'm gonna feed or pop off. There's no in between there.
Yeah.
Walrus, don't be a
Moiras?
pussy.
Try and pull them up. Most Moiras want to be actually using their ult for heal. You do more healing than you do damage.
It's like twice as much, right?
Shit, Vita's not here. I think it might be...
I'll look it up, let me
It might be 5 per second on damage and 7 on healing? No, it's more than that. I'm way off.
I got this, hang on.
I think it's 120, 80 damage. But that could be
No,
wrong.
140 healing, 70 damage. It is twice as much.
Okay. Yeah, so... I mean, you're...
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
Moira's
Moira.
Kamehameha.
That was 200 healing.
According to the Overwatch game,
To her, it's 50.
it's 140 and 70.
honestly, you're once teams.
Are you guys
like,
just surrounding my spawn? Oh no.
Kill him. Just kill him. Yeah, that's a big thing. Like, if you two can just work together. Oh, I didn't cover this. Bongo with an Orisa. If you're Winston, that's your job. You are taking that out. Dive in, bubble, try and put it as close in range as possible, and just burn that thing. Because your Tesla cannon goes through shields. That's no one else's job but yours. You got to burn that thing. 'Cause that thing does 30% damage boost? No, it's 50. Mercy is 30.
The only one that's 30 is Mercy.
So, Winston, you want to burn that thing, and it has a 25-meter radius.
What is
and
Discord?
it lasts for 16. What was that about Discords?
How much is... What's the boost on Discord?
50% extra damage.
Okay, so Bongo and Discord are both 50.
Yes, Bongo, Discord, and Nano are 50, and then Mercy's at 30.
Gotcha.
He's the only one that's 30 yet. All everyone else is 50.
Good lord, if you're Discorded against a Bongo, you're so screwed. You're just melted. Holy shit, that's ridiculous.
I need to stop ducking because you guys body shot.
I try not to.
Body shot
Every time I duck, I get headshotted. Every time I'm standing up, I don't get headshot.
Okay, what was it about 50%?
So every damage
Bongo.
boost in the game is 50, except for Mercy, which is 30%. That's all
No.
you really need to know.
No, it used to be 50. They changed that, remember?
What did they nerf on the Zen?
That used to be 60.
Yeah,
It's
see,
30 right
I'm not
now.
gonna win that fight there. Moira's a great combo with Zarya, by the way.
Zarya.
Yeah. Because
No,
they're
Trans.
centralized in there. Well, yeah, trans can be a problem.
No, I'm saying it's not that much damage.
This is something I like to have a higher sensitivity for in that fight, because I'm really up close, so I need to be able to track your movement in a headshot war. Whoever lands more headshots in that battle wins. That's just something like who was going to be main tank, like shield tank.
Victor.
Yeah, that's just something. I know Faz plays a lot of Orisa, so maybe you and him can hop into like, 1v1s and just work on burning things. Like you're getting pocketed. That's a good move there. You played the corner. You're advancing now, and you just
always had that.
Your healer isn't there.
Victor, I can't heal you on the other side of their shield.
Can't hit me through walls? God!
Yeah,
Mercy,
avoid doing an advance. A big thing you did there, you threw down shield, and then within 3 seconds you were advancing on me. You want to try and have their shield be burned first. So we're both far away here. Well, just throw yours down. I'm not gonna. Let's just wait for new shields. Just let me know when your cooldown's ready.
Me first.
Ready.
All right, let's
I
just
could
throw
be
it down.
like you guys, you trash.
All right, so we're just shooting at each other. See, you were late on this fight here. I'm gonna break yours. That was a good pull, but I still have my shield here. You throw a new one. I have the advantage in this fight. I fucked mine up, actually, see? I don't have my bubble that's big enough. I'm poking through on this side. I want to generally get... This is a pretty decent bubble.
And a Orisa size hole in there.
Oh,
Yeah, just enough for you to peek through a little. Like, as long as your gun is past the enemies, you're gonna be able to shoot them. But if your gun is peeking through, generally your face is peeking through with Orisa. So, it's all about determining where they threw theirs. So we're just battling, we're going in. I'm trying to burn your shield first. Yours is burned. Most Orisas will try to throw a new one once I'm putting pepper in. See, I still have shield here. That's the problem. I'll pull you back. If I'm not poking through, I can wait for it, fortify. I'm up in this fight, so I'm going to keep pushing. Play my grabs, play my shield. Yep, you're past my shield on this one, and I can rotate around mine. That's something you're going to learn with shield dancing with other characters. Winston's a good one to really learn with. I would say go against Symmetras a lot. Or Reaper. Once you start to get better with a Symmetra, do it against a Reaper, like just 1v1s or something. Practice with it, learn about shield dancing. I'm always rotating around my shields if someone's advanced on me. I don't have a cooldown yet. Or I'm pulling them. I tend to hold my Fortify until I start to take damage in a fight. Like if I know I'm going to take a little poke, like with the pull off to the side you do, I'll let it go. But once my shield breaks or I fuck up my shield in the war, that's when I'll Fortify. If I start taking headshots, definitely Fortify.
God, the double teams. Fucking piece of shit.
That's actually a 50% damage resistance on a Fortify. He's up. Well,
wow.
You're both down in this fight. Ideally here, Faz would have wanted to rotate around his shield and play this turn the whole time. Because if he pulls in this room, he's not getting through that shot. He's gonna have this small window right here. That's the only way you can hit. See? Yeah. Generally, whoever has Fortify last in a fight can win the battle if they're landing consistent headshots. See, I'm not gonna worry about this. Pull you back. As long as I can pull you back, because you have, this is a good shield. See, I think I'm close enough, and it's hard to see. So I'm gonna be shooting, thinking I'm hitting your head, and I'm gonna back up into your shield usually. Ideally, I want to quick grab ball, pull you back, give me like an inch or two. I'll have a new cooldown, and then I can advance further. That's a great... This is a perfect bubble you want to push in a fight. The whole thing is about burn their shield first. Once it's burned, put a couple shots on Orissa's face. That's going to scare them. They'll just throw another one down. Then you can just run right past, take a little bit of damage, throw a new shield down past theirs, and just start throwing it in their face. They'll probably Fortify at that point. You're still full up on it. If your shield goes down first in that battle, it doesn't matter because you have your Fortify backup. And if you're doing a bubble dance, her Fortify breaks first, pull you out. See, that's a lot of space there. And that's why you want to have like a higher sensitivity as tanks. Like for my Widow, I run a, what is it, 5 I think it is? I run a very low sensitivity for Widow. Yeah, I run 5 on her. So that's like
what DPI?
600. 600 DPI.
That is lower than what I have right now.
Yeah, I run very slow movement for that, just because, like, your scoped in is actually higher in the end. But you want to be able to... Orisa battles are going to end up right about this range. So you want to be able to... They're going to be dancing around, and you just want to try and track that. That'll happen too.
You gotta try to track the head, right, Mouse? You gotta track.
You'll get Rhines that end up doing that in calm.
Oh.
The team just play on their shield around, and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to be safe." You can actually shoot straight through that.
Apparently 100 is way too high.
Wow. I clicked around on your head. I love ping.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Sure,
I love getting 3v1.
That's a good move there. Now I'm going to
they all
fortify
say.
because I'm at a very big disadvantage. I'm going to push in. I was at a very big disadvantage there, but I had my fortify to burn. You'll get the ones that see that grab ball coming in, they're like, oh. Now watch, I'll lose, well, now I'm definitely going to lose this battle because I have 28 health. Can I get healing? Oh no.
No.
No heal for you. Who the fuck shot me for that much? Jeez. That was Walrus, wasn't it? That had to be Walrus.
No, ours isn't even over there. Because they're just trying to spawn camp me.
Stop!
And only being successful like 1 out of 3 times.
Someone's mad.
Jeez, I didn't kill you. Calm down.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
50 cents?
No.
Yeah, I never changed over the default when I installed. I did at least half a year, if not more, at like that.
That's ridiculous.
And I was still high silver, low gold.
I mean, I guess if you're used to it, you know, it's not... It's all about getting used to a certain thing. This is a great example for where you get into Orisa battles. You don't really have... Stop shooting me, Jesus Christ. Stop shooting me. Stop. Leave me alone. I just want to observe here. You'll get into a lot of Orisa v Orisa battles here. I tend to push up here and try and hold right here at first. Because at that point, I can have my people up here, or they can stand on the steps back here, and deep, like, hit scans can shoot right through here. So I'm holding that corner, I'm shielding them a little bit.
Dragon. Dragon, team swap me.
Okay. That's social.
Uh-oh. Alright, now y'all are actually gonna get obliterated.
Oh. Don't make me go Widow on you.
Do it,
So,
you will.
so we'll say, yeah.
I've
let's
been
just
beating
be like
Horus.
Baz is defending the push. See, you're gonna lose this battle. I know you might be sitting there thinking he has this Zenny orb on him. You can actually burn him, and your Mercy will generally know, oh, you're at full health currently. You don't lose that much, or they'll watch for a fortify and they'll damage boost you. You're going for body shots. That's what I'm seeing right now. Is that what you're doing? Are you going for body shots?
Who's you?
It looked like you were.
What is he doing?
It looked like you were aiming at the mid
I
range.
got shot by 2 people at the same time.
It's okay, I took one out.
Fuck, that Widow just pushed me.
I got both.
I've also been playing Overwatch for 6 hours.
Oh, you should be playing better then.
Yeah.
Move this shield.
That's around 4 is when I hit my sweet spot.
I
Really?
just got off of work like an hour
I do
ago.
like 30 minutes and I'm good. 30 minutes I'm warmed up. And then I go down from there.
Oh?
I want to see you two duel again. I want to watch that. Hold on.
Should I boost him for it, or?
Pacifist.
We're past your feud. Can you take this Zenny orb off of him, actually? And, no Mercy, please. I just want to watch this. I want to get an idea of... I have to shoot.
Advantage?
Here, come here, Mercy. Okay. I just want to see how you guys do this. Go ahead. Oh, no, that's not fair.
Do you want me
Just say
to?
hi first.
Ooh.
You guys are doing body shots.
Sorry. You
That's
saw
what-
him, Crow.
That's what you're doing. Both of you are aiming very low in your battles.
I'm getting dinks. I'm getting the
You-
dinks.
The thing is, you're aiming for consistent dinks. I saw the majority of your shots down around, like, the lower region. And remember, Orisa has half armor. So, I believe it's 11 per round.
I'm not killing you! Fuck off!
I could be wrong on that, but you're getting reduced by the armor at the start. If you're playing in her face, you're always aiming high. You want a consistent bing noise against an Orisa. The one who's always playing for the body shots is going to lose. So go ahead and keep practicing that.
Alright, guys. It's Toya.
These two alone. Oh,
The Widowmaster. Cool. The Hooli.
The wild horse.
Funny.
The projectile players, the Widowmaster.
9 health.
Whoa.
you should not be punching in your. That's a Winston only kind of move. You have enough damage output in your gun in a fight. Only do that if you are out of ammo and you know that they are, like, on that one bar. Oh, also a little trick for, like defense maps. If you look straight up,
What a shot.
bring your mouse, bring your crosshair down one little tick. Just one tick. Throw your shield up at around 3-4 seconds on a map. Boom. It's down on the ground. You now have a 2-second cooldown to your next one. A lot of people, like on Anubis and everything, they're just like, "Ooh, map started. Here they are turning a corner. I'm still waiting 6 seconds. Shit, my shield just burned. I'm still 3 seconds down." Preemptively throw your shield down as Orisa.
Are you doing that as soon as the match starts, or like?
Generally, you want to
before you-
I get myself set up before they're even counting down. So we're defending Anubis, we'll say. We're up on the high ground there. I'm just looking straight up. Everyone's like, "What the fuck is this person doing?" You're lining up your 1 or 2 little pixel ticks down. You hear 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. They're already halfway up the steps by the time your shield lands, so it's ready for this fight. And if they are high damage comp, you're probably going to get this shield burned really fast. But you already have that one ready. Throw it back down. A lot of people don't do that. And it takes practice. Like, you have to be careful on Anubis, because it has that curve on it. And a lot of people just walk up, "Oh, I'm going to play right on the curve. I'm going to throw it up. Oh shit, it landed down below." So, you can play back a little at the pillars, and as you're getting used to it, getting that 2 pixel tick forward, you'll consistently land it. And that's a big thing with this group that I always say, stop bumping me. They'll see me looking up and I'll get Hooli dancing around me, moving me all around.
I just like to touch him, dude.
It's
You're knocking off that ledge.
Yeah, I'm just like, "You motherfucker, I swear, if you screw this shield up, I'll kill you." I say it to them all the time.
Ass, you feel me?
Oh my God.
Thick.
But yeah, that's that little tip. I want you guys continue your
What a
little
fight.
duels and focus on headshots. I know the body shots are tempting, but honestly, by the shots you miss in your headshots, you're still making up for it over the body shots, because there's a damage multiplier on head. And rotate around your shield.
Hey.
I'm looking for headshot kills here. I'm still seeing you. You guys are just. I know you're afraid. Like, once they get close, it gets a little hectic, and you're like, I don't know. I know I have an easier shot if I just aim at the chest area.
I promise you, I'm shooting
Seriously.
at that. Promise you.
I want to see kills on headshots. All right.
Oh, well, now that's a different story.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Oh, hey, let me up here.
Did you see Chakra back? I shot your hair, dude.
Our shield's down. Oh, he's at a disadvantage. Very nice.
I was also healing for that.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Alright, I will
I mean,
have to-
generally, yeah, I mean, 2 healers on each other. Go ahead and do that. Because this will
Alright.
give you an idea of this battle. Usually at the start, your Mercy will be boosting a Junkrat or whatever. But she'll see you're getting low. See, Az is on the defensive here. Cool. See, his Fortify's down, grab him back. In that situation, once his Fortify fell back, I'll pull them as far back as I can, reset a new shield, gain that ground on. And now there's 2 shields in the way. I didn't think of that. Shit. 2 seconds. 1. Okay. Alright. Go ahead and throw your original shields down and then start. Alright.
Oh my god.
That was a good Fortify by Faz there. There you go.
I love Widow, dude.
That is sad.
Reformed projectile
I think you're trying
player.
to damage boost him too much and not heal enough.
Reformed.
Oh.
Generally,
Hey, buddy.
Reformed.
Oh my god.
If your Mercy can keep you in your armor range, that's for the best, because it has that damage reduction.
Okay.
I have to shoot you a little here. Sorry.
Reformed. Aw.
see.
Oh, also another thing. This wolf. I'll do this around the corner here. Follow me. So say you guys are pushing the card, it's taking this turn here. This is our defensive point. Most Orissas, they'll throw a bongo down right in the middle. Walk off to the side. Slam it in here, it's still hitting us out here. It's harder for you guys to get to. Once, like, if I slam it in the center, yeah, see, it's harder for me to get that now. You're gonna have a shield, it's around a corner. I have to get here before I can see it. And I'm right in your view. That's just a little bongo tip there.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
They're bullying us.
I was bullied by all three of you. Fuck off.
Lies.
Why did it pull us out?
Skirmish.
I literally sat outside my spawn.
That's weird.
This is nobody say you weren't.
You guys have
We're gonna
any
go a different year.
maps you want to practice